home for the no-repeat workday is KS 95.7.
It's time for Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
And good evening from Harlan. Tom Robbins alongside Mr. Roger Warren. This is Hawkeye 10 Conference of Basketball tonight here on 95.7 FM and our live stream at westerniowatoday.com. Atlantic and Harlan in the first of two girls game coming up. We'll have the boys game to follow here tonight. Broadcast brought to you by Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll. Also brought to you by the First Whitney Bank. They're the only bank you'll ever need. First Whitney Bank and Body Basic. Call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics. And the Seed Pros, so by your side to maximize yields. From the word go, your Pioneer Pros, John Becker, Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knutson. 2nd Street Auto, your transmission pros, and Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors. Outfitters Plus Outlet Store, your home for personalized sports apparel in Atlantic. And the Super Bowl. Grab the gang and head to the Super Bowl for Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Swida, safe, reliable Swida for all your transportation needs, and Stein Seed. Stein has yield. Contact Darren Petty, your local Stein representative. Hy-Vee Bakery, Deli, Grocery, Meat Department, and Pharmacy. Always there for you, your Atlantic Hy-Vee. Atlantic Ag and Auto, your locally owned full-line and CarQuest retail store in Atlantic. And Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, a hometown bank for hometown people. Member FDIC. Greg Young Automotive Group in Atlantic, they go the extra mile for you. And Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel, and your home for the great Godfather's Pizza, the Keep You Going company and Atlantic. And also brought to you by Oak Point Wealth Management. Aaron Friend, Oak Point Wealth Management, located inside Schneider and Associates. Well, the Trojans 9-4, Harlan 8-3 coming in. The Cyclones are 3-1 on their home floor, 5-2 away, and 4-1 of the conference. Atlantic is a 9-4, 6-2 at home, 3-2 on the road, and 2-2 in conference play. But a team that is playing better and better.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I tell you what, it's going to be a battle. You know, when you go on the road against Harlan up here, you know, they do play a little better when they're at home, and you just got to step up your game. Each has got a little bit of a strength. You know, you've got Katrina Williams down and Peyton down low, and you know, if they do their job and take care of the big girls of Harlan, you know, that helps. It's just things. Sometimes when you play these ball games, they got to fall. The ball's got to go in the hole, and then it makes it easy.
No doubt about it. And the Trojans have won 4 straight coming in this game tonight. And Harlan will certainly have the height advantage. Not by a lot, but Harlan goes 6-1 with Grace Albertson inside, and 6-2 with Kinsley Brook. Atlantic 5'11", 5'11 with Williams and Harder. So the height's going to be an issue and a challenge for the Trojans.
Well, yeah, but it's just a matter, you got to play defense. I mean, I guess I have to go back to that. These guys can guard. You know, you need to learn to guard people taller than you. It's just the way it is, and you just got to play tough defense. You hassle them and don't let them get the basketball, they're not going to do anything for you. So that's, you know, that's where you got to work your feet and stay in front of them and, you know, deny them the ball.
Well, we're going to hear from Atlantic head coach Dan Vargason coming up. Our coaches show brought to you by McAtee Tire and Service, your headquarters for all your automotive repairs, and Goodyear Tires at 100 West 2nd Street in Atlantic. We'll hear from Coach Vargason right after this from McAtee Tire.
Strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAtee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAtee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAtee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Welcome back to the McAtee Tire Coaches Show. We're joined by Atlantic head coach Dan Vargason. Trojans 9-4, Harlan 8-3, warming up and getting ready for this great matchup here coming up tonight. Coach, thanks for joining us here. And let's talk about prepping for the Harlan Cyclones. Should be a great one. What are you looking for here?
Yeah, well, obviously they're playing good basketball. Won 8 of their last 9, and their only losses are to St. Albert twice and Trainer, who, combined between those two teams, there's only 1 loss this season. So, good basketball team. A lot of height, a lot of length. Grace Albertson leading scorer at 15 points a game. Aubrey Schweisso 14.5. Kensley Bruck, another 6-footer at 12.3, and Molly Svensson at 11.4. It drops to about 5 with Brindley Van Balla, but their top 4 are really good. The 6-footers can both post up. They're athletic. They can defend. So they're obviously very talented. And then I think everybody knows what Aubrey Schweisso is capable of doing. She can score from the perimeter. She can drive. She can kick. She can do it all. So very talented team. Svensson, she had a game where she hit 10 threes. So, I mean, what do you do? It's one of those games where you're going to have to be able to defend everywhere. You're going to have to be disciplined. They don't turn the ball over a whole lot. So we're going to have to make sure that we're taking care of the ball ourselves. It's going to be a challenge. We like to get the ball inside, and this is going to be one of the rare times this season where we had a height disadvantage. So we're going to have to be able to score from the perimeter, but we're also still going to have to feed the ball, and we're not going to be intimidated to go inside, but it's not going to be as easy as it has been. So we're going to have to be a lot more of a threat to score from the perimeter as well tonight.
What does Harlan traditionally run defensively then?
They mix it up. They've run some 1-3-1. They've run some 2-3. They put one of the 6-footers in the middle, one on the outside, and then they dropped Schweisso down low to have another. She's 5'10", so she's not short. So then you've got 6'2", 6'1", and 5'10" on the bottom. And then they put the guards at the top, and then they go 1-3-1 and put a 6-footer at the top of that. So you have to throw over a tree at the top, and that allows their guards on the sides to jump passes. So they also will go into some full court pressure and play zone full court. They play some 1-2-2 out of that. So they mix it up. They'll keep you guessing. They'll also go some junk defense. They'll run some 1-3 box types. It's not a box, but it's the concept of a box in one where they'll put someone on someone like a Peyton Harder. They've done stuff like that to us. They've run some triangle and 2 against us before, depending on if someone gets hot. So there's no off-limits stuff against Harlan.
Coach, talk about your ball club. At this point in the season, Harlan tonight, you've got Red Oak, Trainer, Creston, St. Albert, Exire HK, Red Oak, Denison, Harlan again. So we still have quite a bit left in the season. What do you think your team is at right now? And obviously they've improved. Are they exceeding expectations, right on the money? What do you think?
I think we're sitting about where we want to be. Obviously, things we've got to work on right now. We've got to continue to shoot better. The perimeter is still somewhere we have to be better. I think we've shown we can score inside. Even when teams are trying to take it away, we've been able to score inside. But there's going to be a night where we don't get that as effectively as we want, and we have to be able to score from the perimeter. So that's something that we are trying to make a focus, is shooting the ball better from the three-point line. And that doesn't mean hitting 10 or 15 of them. That just means, can we get to 5 or 6? When we shoot them, are we shooting them consistently? And we're still shooting about 30%. So it's not, anything horrible. It's just we got to improve in that area. But outside of that, I feel like we've been playing pretty good basketball. Defensively, we have to rotate a little bit better. There have been some times where our rotations have been a little bit slower than we want them to be, especially in key moments. We think back to the Clarinda game. They went on a big run in the fourth quarter, and part of that was our defensive rotations were not as tight as they needed to be. We were giving up corner threes and wing threes that shouldn't have been given up. So just rotating a little bit better and communicating a little bit better. So little things like that down the home stretch, they may not hurt you so much in January, but when you get into February, if you want to make a run to get to a regional final or even get out of the first and second round in postseason, those types of plays are things that will haunt you. So cleaning those types of plays up.
Well, and you've won 4 straight, and now Harlan tonight. I mean, this is a big matchup. How important is this game, and how important is it to get a W here for your team?
Well, it's obviously a big game to go compete with them. This is a team that obviously very good. They're ranked 15th in the state for a reason. They're averaging over 62 points a game, almost 63 a game. So slowing them down is something that not a lot of teams have been able to do. That's something we want to do, and it'd be big for confidence to go get a win at Harlan. Not a lot of teams go there and win. So that's something we want to do. I think last year we were beating them in the first quarter, and then the wheels fell off. So putting together 4 quarters would be big for us, big confidence boost. we know what they're able to do. So to go up there and play good basketball and be disciplined and try to keep the streak going.
Very good. Well, Coach, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Best of luck tonight. We'll talk to you afterwards.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
We'll be back with more of the starting lineups and the first Whitney Bank opening tip-off. This is the McAtee Tire Coaches Show with Dan Vargason. We're back right after this.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAtee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAtee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAtee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Cass Health is happy.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
First Whitney Bank is the longest-standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Whitney Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live stream at WesternIowaToday.com.
And welcome back to Harlan. Tom Robinson alongside Roger Warren as the Harlan Cyclones hosting the Atlantic Trojans here in a Grill Board doubleheader tonight. Again, Atlantic enters a contest with 4 straight wins. They're 9-4, 6-2 at home, 3-2 on the road, 2-2 in conference play. Harlan 8-3. 3-1 at home, 5-2 on the road, and they're 4-1 in conference play. So we get set for this. But Coach Clausen, the head coach for Harlan, Coach Vargason for Atlantic. Starting lineups will look like this. We'll start with Atlantic, the visiting team here this evening. They'll start McKenna Schrader, a 5'5 junior, and a guard. Point guard will be Zoe Kirchhoff, a 5'5 junior. Lila Winterstein will play on a wing at a 5'6 junior. And Peyton McLaren will come in off the bench, a 5'7 sophomore, will not start. Peyton Harder, 5'11 senior, and Katrina Williams, a 5'11 junior. They will play down low for Atlantic. For the Trojans, Peyton Harder leads in scoring, averaging 16.6 points a contest. And Katrina Williams averaging 10.54. They're in double figures, scoring to lead the Trojans. When you look at Harlan Community, Molly Swenson, a 5'7 senior, gets a start at guard. Grace Albertson, a 6'1 senior. Kinsley Brook, a 6'2 sophomore. Aubrey Sweezer, a 5'10 senior. And Brinley Van Ball, a 5'6 sophomore. The starters for Harlan Community. And they're led in scoring by Grace Albertson, averaging 15 points a game. Aubrey Sweezer, the senior, who's had 10 3-pointers in one game this year, is averaging 14.64, Roger Warren.
I tell you what. That's a feat. I mean, you know you're hot. You throw it up. The sucker must have been as big as a hula hoop.
Harlan being introduced again. Swenson 5'7", Albertson 6'1", Kinsley Brooks 6'2", Aubrey Sweezel 5'10", and Brinley Van Ballet is a 5'6 sophomore. Trojans, again, as we mentioned earlier, they're going to have to battle some height inside, but Atlantic is not small, with Harder at 5'11", and Williams at 5'11 as well. We're going to be back with the opening tip-off. It's brought to you by the First Whitney Bank, the local bank, the only bank you'll ever need, First Whitney Bank.
Business is your business, but there are times when you need someone to come alongside you. You need someone who knows you, who knows your plans, your goals, your dreams, someone who's on your side and who's there to help you get there. This is Ann from First Whitney Bank. Whether your business is running a business, farming, raising a family, or helping your kids move on to the business of their lives, we're here. It's your business, they're your dreams, and we're here to help you reach them. First Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
And well done by the Harlan Committee pep band here this evening. Harlan home white uniforms with black trim. Atlantic Road black with the yellow numbers here tonight. Great place to broadcast. Want to thank
absolutely. Thank
Mr.
you.
Donahue, the athletic director, for the accommodations, and Matt the Goebbels as well for all he does, and getting the media lined up here too, Roger Warren. And we got a great view and a great setup and very comfortable chairs, I might add.
Well, I'll tell you what, I ain't got much back there anymore, so it's kind of nice to have.
Schrader's going to jump it up against Albertson to start the game, which is interesting. Schrader at 5'5", and Albertson stands 6'1". And
I believe they're going to concede the tip.
I think they are, and she's got a grin on her face. Atlantic line up in a box. They're going to let Harlan have it. They're going to set up in their 1-2-2 zone as the jump, and Albertson controls it easily. And it's going to be Schweizel bringing it across the half-court line. Molly Swinson high and left, right away, pass high and right. In, down low, and shot up by Albertson. No good. Rebound harder for Atlantic. So the Trojans' strategy worked on that first possession. Cyclones with the trap, and Kirchhoff throws it away. Good pressure by Harlan Community. Albertson with a steal. The pass ahead of Molly Swinson. She'll launch up the three off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Wiederstein.
Good box out.
Wiederstein got the steal for Atlantic. Pass ahead of Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff brings it across the half-court line for Atlantic. Swings it over to McKenna Schrader. Just underway. Atlantic has not got a shot off. They have one turnover in one possession. Bounce pass baseline. Kirchhoff skip past Schrader.
She'll put it up.
Hoist up a three. Good. Great way to get started. Schrader with the three. Atlantic up 3-0 on the Save Pros scoreboard. Molly Swinson
trap it. Oh.
Gets it over to Albertson. Back on top to Schweizel on the drive. Kick right to Van Bala.
Oh, she traveled.
Van Bala down inside to Bruck. Back to Schweizel for three. She ties it.
You bet.
Bruck with a triple for Harlan. And we're tied at 3-3. Atlantic to the front court against that pressure. Wiederstein in the back court gets it across to Kirchhoff. And now near side to Schrader. Schrader inside to Harder. Wide open,
nice
layup.
Pass.
Good.
You bet. Good look. Cut down the middle.
Atlantic off to a decent start. 5-3 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. And the ball is thrown away by Harlan Community. They turn it over. Atlantic gets the ball back. Trojans come in at 9-4. Harlan 8-3. Atlantic even in the conference at 2-2. Harlan 4-1. Kirchhoff top of the circle. Swings to left to Schrader. Schrader looks high post. Now swings right to Wiederstein. Lila Wiederstein handles the ball right baseline to Schrader. Schrader looked at the triple, but guarded by Albertson, the 6-footer. Over to Kirchhoff. She's open. She'll fire the three. No good off the iron.
Good look. Good look.
Rebound comes off to Albertson for Harlan Community. It was a good look.
Yeah, it was a good look.
And they're taking those shots here early, Roger.
And rightfully so. And you get open, you can shoot them.
Steal by Kirchhoff. That's a second turnover by Harlan. And Trojans turn it back over. Here's Schweizel. Harlan numbers. Schweizel down the left side. Lays it up and no good. But the follow is good by Bruck. Kinsley Bruck was there to follow for the Cyclones. And we're tied up at 5-5 on the C Pro scoreboard. Front court Atlantic. They'll work the ball high top to Wiederstein over to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff right baseline to Harder. 5-5 game. Wiederstein at the elbow. She'll fire. No good. Rebound tip to Molly Swinson. Here come the Cyclones. You bet. So Suizo has a 3 for Harlan. And a 2 from Bruck. Atlantic has a 3 from Schrader. Harder with a pair. Harlan front court, and they lose the ball. Turnover Cyclones. Atlantic's defense has been tough in the half court.
Katrina got a piece of that one. That's why.
Pass over to Schrader, left wing. She'll fire a deep 3. No good, short.
Nope.
And the ball rolls out of bounds. It's going to be Cyclones basketball. 4 minutes and 51 seconds to play first quarter. The State Pro scoreboard. We're tied at 5. Each team with a triple and a double. Suizo on the bounce. Lobs ahead to Bruck. Baseline now in the ball game for Harlan. It's Addison Wicks. Suizo runner from 14. Can't get it to go. Ball ricochets back to Albertson. Layup is good. And Harlan takes their first lead of the game. 7-5 Albertson with the bucket for the Cyclones. And it's going to be Atlantic's ball in the front court. Out top Schrader for the Trojans. Guarded by Molly Swinson. Left side of Wiederstein. Wiederstein skip pass to Kirchhoff at the top of the circle. Back to Schrader. Look at the triple. Back to Wiederstein left side. Now Harder. Harder baseline look. Harlan has zone defense. High post to Williams. The Trojans almost throw it away. Kirchhoff out. Oh, now the Trojans throw it away. Wicks with the steal.
Got it back.
Lanny gets it back. Williams picks her pocket.
Yep.
Out top to Schrader.
You got to be aware of people coming up from behind you.
Lanny with the top of the circle. Schrader. Schrader holds the ball. Looks now left side to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff baseline to Harder. Down inside to Wiederstein. Good patience. Now Williams shot up. Blocked by Albertson. Wicks gets it. Kicks it outside to Suizo. She's on the move. Coast to coast layup up. A wild shot is good. Suizo with 5. And the Cyclones extend their lead to 9-5 here in the first quarter. And timeout is called by Atlantic. We'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Welcome back to Harlan Community. Tom Robinson and Roger Warren. We've got just over 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. And the Cyclones with the lead, 9-5 on a 4-0 run. Schrader has it high and left for Atlantic. Bounce pass, baseline of Wiederstein, back to Kirchhoff. They leave it left side. Kirchhoff on the bounce baseline. Out top, Schrader. Fires a 3, no good. Rebound Harder, put back is good.
Well, that's one of the important things, to make sure that Peyton or Katrina's down underneath when you put the 3 up.
9-7 Cyclones by 2. Harlan down low, Albertson. Layup good, Roger.
Yep.
Albertson with the bucket. She has 4. 11-7 Harlan Community. Here comes Atlantic. Bounce pass, Wiederstein left wing. Top of the circle. Kicks the ball high and right to Schrader. 2 minutes, 43 seconds to play first quarter. Inside Harder over Bruck. Shot, no, but a foul called on Harlan. I think it's on Albertson.
Yep.
It's going to be a shooting foul for Peyton Harder. And Harder so far with 4 points, 4 of the Atlantic's 9. She can tie it up if she can swish both of these. First one in flight is good. And she's almost automatic from the free throw line. She's 86%. Now 44 of 51 of the year from the charity stripe. 11-10. And the free throw by Harder, no good.
It's 11-8, Tom.
11-8 the score. And Atlantic back on the defensive end. Thanks, Roger.
Hey, no problem. We're having tough times. Yeah, we can't hardly see the scoreboard from here.
We'll get through it. Great place to broadcast. Just a little bit of obstruction there in front of those numbers.
Good tip.
2:21 to go here in this first quarter. Atlantic force that turnover again, Roger. It's been that defense has been good. Harlan will go back on their defensive end. They're running a 1-2-2 zone press. Atlantic runs a 1-2-2 half-court D. Peyton McLaren in the game for Atlantic. She's been really coming on as of late. Scored 5 against Kemper. Here's Schrader for 3 left side. No good. Rebound, Albertson. She's had her handful of those here in the first quarter. 2:10 to go. Here on the drive is Schwezo. She'll take it up and whistle foul call the Trojans on the drive.
Yep. Got it early.
Atlantic led 3-0 early. Then Harlan tied at 3-3 on Schwezo's 3. Schroeder got Atlantic going on the 3. Schwezo tied at 3. Trojans took a 5-3 lead. Here's Addison Wicks, short jumper, rebound. Brooke hurl shot good. Brooke is 6'2", didn't have to leave her
That's
feet.
where the height comes in real big time. That's where you got to get your body into him. You got to make him go over the top of you to get it.
13-8. Here's
Take
Harder
it to
on the
the
drive.
rack.
Spinning, shooting, and it is no good. Albertson another rebound for Harlan. One thing about the Cyclones, are allowing the Trojans one shot. Schwezo drives, crossover, wild shot, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it up, it is good. And 1. So Schwezo now with 7. And the Cyclones up 15-8 over the Trojans. And a free throw coming up with the end one for Aubrey Schwezo. What a year she's had. She had 10 threes in one game. And she's averaging 14 a game. Free throw is on the way and good.
Good looking free throw.
Schwezo shooting 36% from behind that three-point line. And a 66% free throw shooter. Here's Atlantic in the front court. Down 15-8 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. They'll kick it out top to Schrader. Over to Zoe Kirkhoff on the drive. Bounce pass low to Williams. Able to snag it and then throws it off the leg of Albertson and sort of the Atlantic's ball.
Yep. Well, it's good pass in there. She just couldn't handle it.
1:09 to go. First quarter. Cyclones up 15-8. Williams out top to Schrader. Baseline Kirkhoff. 12 on the shot clock for Atlantic. Bounce pass to Schrader at the top of the circle. 8 of the shot clock. Down low to Hall. Peyton McLaren. The shot no good. A foul called on Brooke. Kinsley Brooke with a foul. And for Harlan, that's 2. Atlantic with 2. Another shooting foul for the Trojans. Harder 1 for 2 from the line with 5 points. And here is McLaren to shoot 2 shots for the Trojans. First one in flight, it is no good. Hey, McLaren, the 5'7" sophomore. Second free throw coming up, 15-8 Harlan with the lead. 57 seconds to play, first quarter of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Second free throw by Peyton McLaren is good.
Got it.
15-9, Cyclones by 1 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Here comes Harlan. Schwezo, Swinson, Albertson back out top to Schwezo. On the drive, crossover layup, no. Harder snags the board for Atlantic. Kick out to McLaren, left wing. Trojans with the ball with 39 seconds to go, first quarter. Down 15-9 on the Seed Pro scoreboard, right baseline. Goes to Wiederstein out top. McLaren, Schrader. Left baseline, Williams. Williams not scoring in this first quarter so far. McLaren for 3, can't get it. Rebound in the hands of Schwezo for Harlan. Pass ahead to Van Bala. Van Bala back inside Albertson. Schwezo, Swinson, back to Schwezo. 11 seconds to go in the first quarter. Harlan holds. Schwezo dribbles near the ring at 6. Dribbles right side at 5. Gives it off at 4 to Van Bala. She'll fire up at 3, and it is no good short. Rebound Harder. We're through one quarter play. Harlan leading 16-9 on the Seed Pros. The scoreboard. We'll take a 1-minute timeout.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Want your back at the shop? We talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
The Keep You Going store.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Harlan leading 16-9 to start the second quarter. Roger Warren, your thoughts on the first stanza?
Well, I stand with them. I mean, the Trojans have been getting some good shots, but Schrader hit that first one. She hasn't made one since, but she's just got to keep shooting.
Atlantic throws the ball away on their first possession here in the second quarter. Suizo pass ahead to Swinson, left baseline, back out top to Suizo. She'll launch the three, got it. Suizo for her second triple, and it's 19-9 Harlan Community. Keep in mind, Aubrey Suizo's had 10 threes in one game this season.
You can tell right now she's not afraid to put it up.
We've got an offensive foul on Atlantic, and it's going to be turned over to Harlan Community here early second quarter. Cyclones up 19-9.
I think that got out of Wiederstein.
Lina, and now we've got an official timeout.
Oh, they got it on 40, Williams.
Okay, Williams said through an elbow. It's not like Williams.
No,
but she's just doing her job.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Here comes the Cyclones. Atlantic in a 1-2-2 zone defense. Pass left wing to Swinson, back out top to Suizo. High post Albertson. Swinson left wing. Give it a go to Albertson down the left side. Swinson works the ball out top to Suizo. Aubrey, deep three up. No good. And nice rebound by Kirchhoff for Atlantic. Trojans bring it left to right to the front court. Atlantic needs a bucket here, down by 10, 19-9. Kirchhoff high and right. Skip pass Schrader wide open. Head fake, drive, shot over Albertson, no. Williams fights for the rebound, and it's going to be Harlan's ball.
Yep.
Williams been bottled up inside for Atlantic.
Katrina was standing on the baseline when she touched it.
Cyclones will bring the ball to the front court. Suizo leads all scorers here. She has 2 threes, 11 points. Suizo high and right to Van Balla. Into that Trojan zone, bounce pass right baseline. Out inside of Van Balla, tipped away by Harder. Picked up by Schrader. She'll go coast to coast, layup up, and it is no good. Yeah, the rebound is a jump, I believe. Yeah, the arrow is going to be Harlan's
way.
Good hustle by both squads, and the Trojans back on their half-court D with 6:31 to go, second quarter of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Also in for Harlan now is Caitlin Kesters, a 5'7" senior. Suizo Albertson out top. Van Balla for three, off the heel. And the rebound, Swinson. We got a foul call, I believe, on Swinson. So it's going to be Atlantic's basketball left to right. Boy, the Trojans have not scored for
quite a while. Not a field goal.
Cyclones up 19-9. 6:34 to go, first half of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Kirchhoff near side, Schrader. Kirchhoff at the top, she'll swing left to Wiederstein. Wiederstein skip pass to Schrader, inside to Harder. Harder double teamed, and she threw it away. Suizo with the steal on the bounce across the half-court line. She's going to take it to the rack, lays it up, and it's no good. Her own rebound, put back is good. What a job by Suizo. Put it up on the right side, Roger. Missed the shot, and she was probably tomahawked.
Oh, she was fouled on the first time up.
And she got it back on the left side of the basket.
That's called a hustle play.
Off the window, and she's fouled. At 13 for Suizo already, averaging 14 a game. 21-19, and Coach Vargason wants a timeout. A 1 minute to timeout. We'll take it with them back right after these.
At Outfitters Plus in Atlantic, you'll find all the latest in custom apparel and headwear. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports teams, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where'd you get that?" Don't forget, Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Stop by today.
The Super Bowl in Atlantic is a great place to have your next celebration. Birthday parties, family outings, date nights, or just hanging out with friends. The Super Bowl is the place to be. With Glow Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights and ramps and bumpers for the kids, anyone can have a blast at the Super Bowl. Call Dan today at 243-4656 to reserve your lane and get ready for fun.
Schweitzer will try to complete the three-point play with a free throw. She has 13 points, so 5:54 to play here this first half. Free throw by Schweitzer is no good. Harder with the rebound. Atlantic needs a bucket here. They're down 21-9 of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Pass the near side.
Well, you can't quit shooting. That's just a sin.
Left wing, Wiederstein on the drive, baseline. Gets in with the trees, has to get it out of the forest there. And it's Schweitzer over the top,
exactly
and they're going to call Schweitzer for a foul, Roger.
Well, and you know what? From an official standpoint, that's what you have to call. Otherwise, you got to keep that stuff out of there. I mean, yeah, she might have grabbed it, but she went across her arms to get it.
Very good. It's on the rebound. Was a foul that Roger's talking about. Kirchhoff full trigger from the baseline, looks to get it in. Out top to Wiederstein. Right baseline to Harder. Harder skip pass to Kirchhoff left side. Bounce pass to Wiederstein, top of the circle. Wiederstein back to Kirchhoff. Harlan in the zone. Now they're in the man. No, they're in the zone.
Yep.
Kirchhoff for three, right baseline. Can't get it to go. Harder rebound. Atlantic's going to have to try to get those high percentage shots somehow inside.
Well, I get it.
Or keep chucking them. You don't want to quit shooting.
Well, if they're going to leave you open, okay.
True.
You've got to.
Kirchhoff.
This should be a three.
Yeah, there's McLaren for three. Can't get it. Rims out. And knocked out of bounds by Albertson. Atlantic gets the ball back. We're down to 5:12 to go in the first half. 21-9 Harlan Community with the lead. They led 15 after one quarter, 15-8. Here's the inbounds to McLaren. Baseline 10-footer, no good.
Got a block.
Trezo with the ball on the rebound. She'll take it down under. Shot up and it's no good. Harder amongst the trees gets the rebound. Nice job by Peyton Harder. She leads Atlantic in scoring in this first half. Trojans in the front court against the zone defense, much like Atlantic runs that 1-2-2 zone. Down inside to Harder is a good look. And a shot for three by Schrader, no. Rebound Van Balla for Harlan Community. They'll bring it to the front court. Left wing, Swenson for three. No good off the heel. And the rebound, Albertson loses the handle. Ball is on the floor. Albertson turns to throw it in.
Yep.
She traveled with a good call by the official.
Yeah, she was on the floor with her belly down and then rolled over.
Right, Mr. Official. It's did the state tournament. I got to ask you multiple times. You don't always see that. That is a travel when you get the rebound, you turn over your back, but you don't always see them call it.
Yeah.
You know. McLaren with it. Out top, Schrader. On the dribble, free throw line, kicks left. Open Kirchhoff. She'll launch the three. No good, can't get it to go. Rebound McLaren, and that's good hustle. McLaren came across the court.
Yeah,
to try
she came a long ways to get that basketball.
The rebound, and it's knocked out of bounds by Harlan Community, so the hustle paid off for McLaren.
You bet.
She's going to throw it in for Atlantic. They'll get another shot at it here with 4:09 to play first half. Atlantic out 21-9. McLaren right baseline to Harder.
Regardless whether they're going to shoot it or not.
Schrader out top, threw it away from bottom of the steal. She'll go 1-on-1 against McLaren down the line. No, she traveled with it. She tried that crossover, but the pivot foot hit.
Yep. The foot that come up couldn't come down.
3 minutes and 57 seconds to play first half of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Kirchhoff will bring it across the half-court line for Atlantic. 21-9 Harlan Community with the lead. Bounce pass McLaren left wing. Baseline at Kirchhoff. Skip pass, Schrader, she's open, didn't take the three, give and go Harder. Shot no, and a foul call on Albertson. Yep. There's going inside, right? Well, I mean, I think Schrader had the three.
She did.
But instead went for the high percentage shot to Harder, which is good assist. Harder couldn't get the bucket in, but she's got two free throws coming here for Atlantic. First one is in and out.
Ouch.
Harder with 5 points here in the first half. Still 21-9 Cyclones. They led 15-8 after one quarter. 3:43 to go in the half. Harder makes that one. Harder 2 for 4 from the line, and she has 6 points. Cyclones, and finally Atlantic breaks that drought. It's 21-10. Cyclones with a lead. Baseline, Wicks, and the ball is thrown away. Nice job by the Trojans. Good defense, right?
Good closeout. Way to stay down, keep them wide.
Check Harless. Kaylin Kesters is wearing number 11. She's with Swenson, Van Bala, Albertson, and Suizo. Atlantic front court possession. Right baseline, Kirchhoff. Skip pass, McLaren left side. Back out top to Schrader. Guarded by Molly Swenson. Baseline, Schrader open, step back three, high arcer, no good. Rebound snagged by Albertson. I think Suizo maybe coming up lame here.
She come down on her wrong.
So
I can't replay, so I can't.
Yeah. So checking back in is going to be Addison Wicks, and Aubrey Suizo will come out.
I think she'll walk it off, but I think she came down on Schrader's ankle.
Yeah, and that would certainly not be good for Harlan. They need Suizo in there. 21-10, and Harlan leading. Suizo has 13 points for the Cyclones. Van Baal out top, left side Swenson. They'll go left baseline. And Wicks for three, can't get it. Rebound, come off to Kirchhoff. Here comes Atlantic to the front. Trojans need a bucket here. Kirchhoff bounce pass to McLaren, knocked out by Molly Swenson for Harlan. So Atlantic will throw it in from about the free throw line extended in their front court. Cyclones still running that zone, much like the Trojans. Atlantic with their hallmark 1-2-2 zone. Pass goes left wing, Schrader. Kirchhoff takes it left baseline, back to Schrader, left wing. Schrader to McLaren, a steal by Molly Swenson. Over to Van Bala. She'll pull up at the elbow, kick out top. Albertson, Van Bala, she'll launch the triple, no good. Harder snags the board for Atlantic, and almost a steal by Swenson. And they're going to call a foul on Swenson.
Yep.
And that's 4 on the Cyclones here in the second quarter.
Well, like I mentioned earlier, when a person's got the ball that solidly, and you come in there and try to grab it, very seldom you're not going to go through their arms to do it. And this key, a foul like that cleans things up too.
Well, that's the second time we've seen that in the half. 2.5 to go here in this first half. Kirchhoff for three, left baseline, in and out.
Nope.
Violation. Offensive foul on Atlantic. I think it's Williams again.
It is.
That's going to be 3 on the Trojans here in the second quarter. 2:20 to go on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 21-10. Harlan Community. Suizo back in. Good to see that for the Cyclones.
Yep.
Suizo top of the circle. Atlantic in that 1-2-2 zone. Schrader on Suizo at the top of the circle. She'll whip a pass right side of Wicks. Albertson, Wicks, high and right. Lobs backdoor. Bruck, Albertson, baseline jumper, no good. Out of bounds, Atlantic's ball. Good ball movement by the Cyclones, and a good look by Albertson. About a 12-footer from the right baseline.
I think there's a lid on both ends.
It's been just not at 21-10. Actually 21-9 for the longest time until Harder made a free throw. Kirchhoff will take the inbounds for the Trojans. 1:53 to go, and we've got a whistle. Not sure what that call was about.
Mr. Vargason said something.
Okay, so it's going to be Schrader's basketball. They'll throw it in the front court. Out top, Kirchhoff. Near side, Schrader. Baseline goes to Kirchhoff. The Cyclones have Harder just bottled up inside, Roger. They've got her fronted in the front and also the back, and Williams as well. They're getting a lot of pressure. And there's a turnover right there.
You bet.
Williams threw it away. Harlan steal. Suizo at the top. Left side is Swenson. She'll launch the triple. It is no good. Rebound Wiederstein for Atlantic. She's the type of player who can spark you. Wiederstein pulls up down low, out top to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff to Harder. 1:19 to go first half. Wiederstein high and right. Looks out top, Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff now swings it back right side of Wiederstein. Lila doesn't normally take those threes, but Schrader does. She handles the ball left wing. Now back near side, Kirchhoff. Atlantic draining that shot clock to 11. Down to 9. A minute to go in the first half, and the Trojans throw it away.
Yep.
Well, you got to credit Harlan's defense for a lot of that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they're bottling it up inside, and you throw it around the perimeter, and they're going to give them, looks like they're going to give them the three. If we beat them from the perimeter, that's where they'll take it.
Trojans have really kind of lived by that inside game as of late with Williams and Harder. Cyclones front court offense. Wicks out top. She'll fire up a set shot three. No good. Harder, nice rebound for Atlantic. A block out on Albertson. Got the board. Kick out Kirchhoff. 38 seconds to go in the first half. 21-10 Cyclones. It's been stuck on that forever.
It has.
Wiederstein out top. Schrader. Rado looks for Winterstein, right baseline, now into Williams. Backdoor to Harder, and she's going to throw it away. Williams just will shoot that from the elbow.
She should shoot that. She tried to get it to Harder and in the high-low.
Which would have worked, too.
It would have worked, but, you turn at the free throw line or just inside the elbow there.
15 seconds to go first half. Atlantic down 21-10, Harlan up on the Seed Pros scoreboard. On the bounce, Suizo. 8 seconds, 7 to go in the half. They fired out top, backdoor into Albertson, stolen by Harder at 3 seconds. Kirchhoff holds it 2 and 1, and doesn't get a shot off, and we are through one half of play in a low-scoring game at 21-10 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. The Cyclones led in scoring by Aubrey Suizo. Our halftime brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel, the keep you going company in Atlantic, and your home for the great Godfather's Pizza and BP Fuel. Back with a halftime coming up.
Is your New Year's resolution to save money? Are you hungry for a slice of greatness? Godfather's Pizza, located right here at Olson's BP in Atlantic, has a deal that you can't refuse all January long. Right now, order any large pizza and you'll get half off any delicious side. Don't wait, this offer is only good through the end of January and it's one side per order. Swing by Olson's BP in Atlantic and make sure your next meal doesn't break the bank. Godfather's Pizza and Olson's BP in Atlantic, the keep you going store.
Welcome back to Harlan Community. Halftime, 21-10 Cyclones. Harlan led 15-8 after one quarter, and 21-10 here. As we look at Harlan scoring, we mentioned Aubrey Suizo, 2 3-point shots in the first half, and she had 3 field goals inside the arc. She has 13 points for Harlan, and Kinsley Brook with 4, and Grace Albertson with 4. That's your 21 points, those 3 scoring for Harlan. And it's been equally tough for Atlantic. McKenna Schrader with 1 bucket. That's a 3-point shot right out of the gate. Gave Atlantic that 3-0 lead. And then Peyton McLaren with 1 for 2 from the line. And Peyton Harder with 6 points for the Trojans. Atlantic's defense has been well. They played well the first half. And also, the Cyclones defense has been tough on Atlantic's inside game, Roger.
Well, it's not that the Atlantic's not getting the shots. They're getting threes, not getting many things inside, but they're getting great looks. You've got to drain a few of those. That's just the way it is. I mean, Harlan kind of mixed it up a little bit, and they haven't shot much better. I mean, yeah, we're at 21-10, but you got a few shots, a couple of Atlantic shots go down, that's 6 points. You're only looking at a 5-point game.
Both defenses playing well.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the way it is. Atlantic's got several steals. They're not making it easy on them. So,
halftime here at Harlan Community, 21-10. Cyclones with the lead. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, so we'll be back with more right after these.
There's more new genetics.
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Hey there, this is Tanner from your Atlantic High-V. and I've got some exciting news to share. Thanks to your feedback, we're currently rated the friendliest Hy-Vee in the entire company. That's a huge honor, and on behalf of the whole team, thank you to everyone who's taken time to share their thoughts. Did you know you can leave feedback too?
Is your New Year's resolution to save money? Are you hungry for a slice of greatness? Godfather's Pizza, located right here at Olson's BP in Atlantic, has a deal that you can't refuse all January long. Right now, order any large pizza and you'll get half off any delicious side. Don't wait, this offer is only good through the end of January, and it's one side per order. Swing by Olson's BP in Atlantic and make sure your next meal doesn't break the bank. Godfather's Pizza and Olson's BP in Atlantic, the keep you going store.
And live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Harlan Community. Tom Robinson and Roger Warren with you on 95.7 FM on our live video stream on westerniowatoday.com. Go to KS957. Well, the first quarter, Atlantic shot, got the first shot up, 3-0, and Schrader's 3-ball. Then Sweezel comes back, and she buries a 3, tied at 3-3. Atlantic gets a 2 from Harder. It's 5-3, and then Harlan tied at 5-5. Then they never trailed again. They opened up a 9-5 lead. Atlantic closed the gap to 9-7. The Cyclones ended up 15-8 at the end of the first quarter. Just not a lot going on in the third. In fact, for Atlantic, they scored 2 points. Harlan 6.
Yeah.
Much better.
Like I said, the things, somebody's going to bust this one open. And might as well be the Trojans.
Aubrey Sweezel, though, she was the scorer. She had 13 points the first half. Grace Albertson with 4. Kenzie Bruck with 4. And for Atlantic, Peyton Harder with 6. And McKenna Schrader with that 3-ball and 1 for Peyton McLaren. She was 1 for 2 from the line. Atlantic shot 6 free throws. They were 3 for 6. Atlantic on the year really shooting pretty good from the free throw line, as they usually do. 69% so far coming in. And Coach Vargas really preaches that, get to the line. But I think when you look at the Trojans right now, and I think you said it earlier, Roger, we'll go back to it, but the difference in the game, and Coach Vargas was afraid of this, is the defense against Atlantic's 2 tall players.
Correct. I mean, Trojans are having a difficult time getting it inside and getting it in clean. But then, once those 2 gals in there, Williams and Harder, they got to take it up strong. They've gotten the fouls, get to the free throw line. I mean, that's why we always preach, if you're playing inside, get to the line. Make the shot. That's the first thing you try to do, but you want to be able to get to the line, and then if you can shoot free throws, you're a great asset.
Well, another thing, too, if Atlantic will start hitting those outside shots, because like you mentioned, in the first half, they're leaving Schrader open. They're leaving Kirchhoff open, giving them some space to hit that 3, and it's just not falling. But they start falling the second half. It's going to be a whole different ballgame.
Oh, I'll tell you what, you can make up ground in a hurry. You start opening that, you make a couple of them. Let's make 3 of them. Now they got to come out on you, and that leaves, get you that more space inside to start working your inside game. Tough part about it is you've got 2 tall gals in there for Harlan that, are staring them right in the face, and you've got to work around them.
Halftime score, 21-10. Cyclones with the lead of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Seed Pros, by your side to maximize yields. For the word go, contact John Becker, Mark Ventagger, Gary Dankla, and Nick Knudsen. Broadcast also brought to you by Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll. And Body Basics, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics. Boys game will be coming up here after this one here tonight. Atlantic 9-4 coming in. They've won 4 straight. Harlan 8-3. But the Cyclones have a 4-1 conference record. They fell short to St. Albert, but played them close. The league leader for the Hawkeye 10 girls. Atlantic 9-4, 6-2 at home, 3-2 on the road, and 2-2 in the conference. Cyclones 3-1 on their home floor, and they've been pretty productive away as well at 5-2. Both teams out firing shots and getting ready for the second half. We'll take one final break, and we'll be back right after this on 95.7 FM and our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com. Halftime brought to you by Olson's BP.
At Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We've been dedicated to our communities for over 35 years. From real estate and ag loans to personal and commercial banking, we offer a full range of financial services tailored to meet your needs. We believe in giving back and being involved in the communities we serve. Stop into one of our 12 convenient locations or visit us at rollinghillsbank.com.
Live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Atlantic and Harlan getting set to face off second half here. The Cyclones lead 21-10 on the C-Pro scoreboard here at halftime. Broadcast brought to you in part by 2nd Street Auto, your transmission pros, and Switta. Safe, reliable Switta for all your transportation needs. Also brought to you by Stein Street. Stein Hedge Yield. Contact Darren Petty, your local Stein representative. Coach Vargason, last second instructions. Coach Clausen. Also, he's got his scribble board out there, diagramming some things. We'll see what he's got scribbled up there. Again, both teams have played good defense in the first half. Cyclones come out with Albertson, the 6-foot, 1-inch post player. Kinsley Brook comes out, a 6'2" sophomore post, as well as Van Balla. And Schwiezo and Molly Swinson will throw it in. Atlantic will be on defense to start the second half. Welcome back to the broadcast. Thanks for joining us tonight here in our live video stream and on 95.7 FM radio. Here we go. Swinson throw it in. The second half is underway. Schwiezo across the timeline for Harlan. 21-10 Cyclones. Brook, right side, Van Balla open, didn't take it, and she tried to force it into Albertson. Atlantic doing the same thing on the defensive end.
Absolutely. I mean, Payton's not that short, so that's a tough pass to make in there.
Harder posting up, got the steal. Atlantic with the ball in the front court. Skip pass, Schrader back out top to Harder. Swings it to Kirchhoff on the right wing. Kirchhoff on the bounce down the left side. Tried to loop the pass to Winterstein and threw it away. Good idea.
Yeah. She penetrated, had the right idea.
Atlantic turns it over. Harlan back the other way, left to right. Just away in the third quarter. Cyclones lead 21-10. They led 15-8 after one. Van Balla Thomas double dribble.
He got it.
Accidentally got that hand on it.
I'm glad he got it.
Pretty good officiating here this first half. I've seen these guys before.
Oh, yeah.
Do a nice job.
Yeah, she touched it with both hands, went to the floor, then she grabbed it and started to dribble.
Thus the turnover. Atlanta gets the ball back. Kirchhoff. Left side is Schrader. Schrader looks back out top to Harder. Moving Harder out of the post play. Kirchhoff. Good rotation by the Cyclone zone defense. Harder holds it high and right. Kirchhoff, top of the circle. On the dribble, left side, Schrader. Skip pass, Harder.
I'll tell you what, Payton's got a good-looking three, and that's
why.
She'll
fire it.
That's why
you called it.
Yep. If they can't get the shot inside, I'd put her out there and see what happens.
So that's the adjustment that we've seen here now from Coach Vargason is bring Harder out. And they go underneath to Albertson for Harlan.
Yep, she just got it to roll over the top.
6 points for Albertson, and the Cyclones respond after Atlantic's three ball, 23-13 Harlan Community. Again, Harder, they bring her out on the wing. Wiederstein hails the ball left baseline, skip pass to Harder. Out top to Kirchhoff. Pretty good move by Coach Vargason here. They leave Williams at the high post. She'll take the pass, and she'll put it up, and she draws the foul. So they went Wiederstein down low.
You bet. Well, they got her in that little zone or little hole down there that get the ball to her. That's where you can bounce pass it into the post.
23-13 Harlan, but Atlantic making some adjustments here. We'll see if they can make a run at it. Williams' free throw is on the way and good. 23-14. Katrina Williams, who's averaging double figures, just over 10, gets her first points of the game. Second free throw in flight and missed. Off the back iron, rebound Molly Swinson for Harlan Community. 23-15. Cyclones lead is 8. I have a hunch, Roger, we're going to see a little more offense here in the second half.
Well, I would think so.
High post Albertson. Now pass the near side to Wicks, and she'll fire. No. Rebound Harder. Here comes Atlantic. Kirchhoff will bring it across the half-court line. 6.5 to go here in this third quarter. Kirchhoff high and right to Harder. Harder holds the ball right wing, back out top to Kirchhoff. She'll hoist up a three. Got it. Oh, here comes Atlantic. 23-18 Kirchhoff with the triple. her first points of the game. Harlan down low. Brooke Albertson holds the ball. She'll bring it back outside to Schwiezo, chased by Wiederstein. And the Cyclones almost throw it away. Wicks gets it back for Harlan. Landing back at the number. Schwiezo, a Caitlin Clark 3, and she can't get it to go.
I think she picked her pivot foot up and he didn't catch it. But that's just me up here.
Lanik gets the ball back. 23-18, the Trojans now within 5 of the Steve Pros scoreboard. Kirkhoff at the top. Pass right side to Harder. Boy, I love that adjustment made by Coach Varg. And the Trojans throw it away.
Good hustle. Oh, I thought they'd get it back.
Wicks, she'll throw it away. Harder with the steal. She's fouled by Schwiezo.
Yep.
Little different look here. Atlantic with a little skip in their step.
Yep.
And Roger mentioned Harder can hit that 3, and she did.
Well, she hits the 3, and that last trip down there, they left her open again. I'd tell you what, you got to get the ball to her.
That's just her 7th three-point make, but she's shooting 33% from deep. Atlantic in the front court. Harder right baseline. Wiederstein down
right back
low.
to her.
Back out top to Kirkhoff. Over 4 minutes to go down the third quarter. Harder back to Kirkhoff, top of the circle. On the bounce left side. Kirkhoff to Schrader. Schrader back to Kirkhoff at the top. She'll swing it right to Harder. Harder on the dribble to baseline all the way down in. Back out Schrader open. Lost the ball over her head into Williams. And Williams down low.
You better
Harder.
shoot this, baby.
Baseline triple. Good! Oh, man! Timeout going to be called by Harlan. Atlantic within 2. 23-21.
23-20.
23-20 the count. And a timeout called, and we'll take it with them. We're back right after these.
Get ready for a fresh start at Greg Young Atlantic. Our Greg Young Fresh Start program helps you hit the road with confidence, overcome credit challenges with personalized financing, and a wide selection of great vehicles. Visit us today to find your brand new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram. Or check out our huge pre-owned selection at GregYoungAtlantic.com and GregYoungCDJRAtlantic.com. And to apply. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Here at Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
20, the Cyclones lead is cut to 3. They led 21-10 at the halftime break. Atlantic on a run, and it's been Peyton Harder with those 2 3-point shots. Here comes the Cyclones. Schwiezo brings it across the half-court line for Harlan Community. Atlantic in the zone. Schwiezo at the top of the circle. Fires near side to Addison Wicks. High post to Albertson, back to Wicks. Wicks backdoor to Bruck. Bruck shot up and no good. A foul called on Harder. Or Williams. They had her front end.
Yeah, they had it. They got it on Peyton coming from behind.
Okay.
She had the right idea. She just got a little overzealous.
That's the second foul on Atlantic here in this third quarter. Coach is back in it. Baseline. Wicks, a short J, good. Wicks went left baseline, and she had just a short jumper.
They forgot to pay attention to that one.
25-20. Cyclones on the Steve Pros scoreboard. 4 minutes to go now in this third quarter. Harder right baseline to Schrader at the top of the circle. Schrader back to Kirkhoff. Kirkhoff looks on the dribble. Schrader open.
Good.
Caitlin Clark 3, no good. Bouncing high. Rebound Albertson for Harlan Community.
That's a good look.
Schwiezo. Wicks, and she can't handle the ball. Lana gets the ball back on the turnover with 3:39 to play third quarter. 25-20 Cyclones by 5. Harder with 2 threes here in this second half. She has 12. Pass left side of McKenna Schrader. Directing traffic goes baseline to Wiederstein. Back out to Schrader. She wasn't ready for it. And a turnover Atlantic. 3 minutes, 27 seconds to go in the third quarter. Atlantic with 2 fouls. Harlan 1 here in the third stanza. And it is Schwiezo walking the ball across top of the circle past the Wicks right wing. High post Albertson. Wicks open, not going to take it. Albertson just be inside the arc, top of the circle to Schwiezo. Schwiezo chased by Wiederstein. And skip pass right baseline. Wicks for 3. Good. What a big shot by Wicks.
Well, they were leaving her open and hoping that she'd shoot, and that's exactly what she did.
28-20. Yeah, Wicks with 5 points here in the second half off the bench. Out top to Kirkhoff. She'll hoist up the 3. No good. Schwiezo rebound for Harlan Community. Schwiezo on the move. She'll take it down inside, and she runs right into Kirkhoff, and Kirkhoff called for the foul. Schwiezo will shoot a pair. 28-20. And Schriesel beat the free throw line. She had 13 points in the first half, averaging 14 points a ball game. She'll shoot a pair of free throws here. She's shooting 66% from the line, and she missed the first. Schriesel 1 for 3 from the free throw line here tonight. Aubrey Schriesel came in at 35 of 53. And she's 36 of 56 free throw good. She made the second. 14 for Schriesel. 29-20 Cyclones back up by 9. Atlantic had cut that lead to 3. Schrader across the timeline at 2:38, 2:37 to play third quarter. McKenna Schrader high and right stops. Throws up a shot blocked by Swenson, but Atlantic gets it back. Wiederstein runs it down. McLaren now at the top of the circle. Delivers the pass right side of a Schrader. Back to McLaren. Schrader top of the circle. Swings it left to Harder. She's got 2 threes. Harder back out top. McLaren. Harder. Left wing. McLaren at the top. Holds the ball, looks inside, the ball stolen away. They try to go to Williams, and it's poked away by the Cyclones, picked up out top by Swinson. Molly Swinson, top of the circle, leaves it near side, Aubrey Schriesel. Schriesel holds the ball. We're at 1:58 to play here in the third. Inside Albertson. Back left side to Wicks. Wicks has 5. Albertson inside, pushes one up and good. Right over Williams.
That's where that extra length helped.
Now back to the 11-point lead for Harlan. And for Albertson, she has 8 points. Atlantic front court possession. 1:38 to go, third. Harder high and left. Back out to McLaren. She'll swing it right to Schrader. Schrader holds. Kick out top, Harder. Harder with 12. Schrader fires a deep 3. Short. Nothing but air. And the rebound pulled down by Kinley Brook for Harlan. Back near side to Wicks. She'll bring it across the half-court line. And the Cyclones are going to turn it over here on over and back. Harlan's had their share of turnovers. Credit Atlantic's defense for that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And the Trojans now will throw it in. Down by 11, but they made it interesting here early. We'll see if they can make a run at it. They got to put one in the
bucket here.
Out top is McLaren for the Trojans. Near side to Schrader. Back out top to Peyton Harder. Harder, Schrader left baseline. Into Williams. Her shot blocked and a jump ball called.
It'll be Atlantic's ball. It's a good call.
It'll go to the Aero Atlantic. And we're down to 1:02 to go, third quarter. 31-20, Cyclones by 11 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. McLaren to throw it in. Looks for a cutter, still has it now. Finally goes right baseline. Wiederstein, she'll set up for the 3, short. Rebound ripped down by Schriesel for Harlan.
That was a good-looking shot. I was hoping that was going to drop.
And she was wide open as well.
And she had to shoot that. That's the way that works.
Wicks out top. Albertson giving it a go into Molly Swinson. Layup no good. Harder rebound for Atlantic. Harder with 12 points to lead the Trojans. Out to McLaren on the kick. 40 seconds to go third. Harlan up 31-20. Down inside Wiederstein across the Harder layup up.
Nice pass.
And Peyton Harder, now the all-time leading scorer for Atlantic.
Oh, you kept track of that?
Harder with 14.
Yeah, right.
All-time leading scorer for the Trojans breaks Haley Rasmussen's record. 14 points. She needed 13. She had 14.
That's a big record.
That's a big record.
Was really good. Still is.
No, 31-22. Cyclones, here is Albertson, top of the circle, fires no good. Harder rebound. Pass ahead, wide open, Schrader, layup at the buzzer. No, they're not gonna let it go. 31-22 Harlan. After 3 quarters of play on the Seed Pros scoreboard, and Peyton Harder just sets the all-time scoring record for Atlantic with 14 points. She needed 13 to do it. We'll be back in a minute with more from Harlan, 95.7 FM, and our live video stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Oak Point Wealth Management is making important changes to better serve you. Wealth Manager Aaron Friend is proud to announce that Oak Point Wealth has partnered with LBL Financial, providing comprehensive tools and resources to support your financial goals. Aaron remains committed to serving Southwest Iowa with personalized service, backed by LBL's dynamic technology and investment platform.
I'm excited to embrace independence and keep my focus on what matters most, my clients' best interests.
Visit www.oakpointwealth.com, 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
Do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Welcome back to Harlan. Well, we'll see what the fourth quarter has in store, Roger. It's 31-22, Cyclones with the lead.
Gonna have to chip away at it.
Basketball is Harlan. They'll come to the front court. Congrats to Peyton Harder as she sets the school's scoring record. Wicks for three. Good. That's a dagger.
Yeah, that's a dagger.
34-22.
If she gets warm and we're leaving her open.
Atlantic with the ball in the front court, down now by 12 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Harder right side. They'll work to Kirchhoff, top of the circle. Kirchhoff looks baseline to Peyton McLaren. Back out top. Almost throws it away. Kirchhoff backs it up and gets the ball. Top of the circle, high post. Williams back out top. Kirchhoff open. She'll hoist the three. No good. And the rebound, McLaren, was taken right away by Suizo. Pass ahead to Wicks. Wicks back out top to Suizo. On the drive, runner, nope, stolen by Harder. Suizo trying to go to Albertson, and Harder has a lot of steals tonight.
Yes, she does.
She's played a good game. 14 points in the ball game and a ton of rebounds. Atlantic front court possession, early fourth quarter, down 34-22. Kirchhoff right wing. McLaren top of the circle, swings it left. Now right baseline, Kirchhoff. She'll pull up at the elbow and a foul called on Molly Swinson. Kind of hooked her a little bit above the shoulder.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Trojans moving the basketball just a little bit quicker, get that zone to shift, and then you can find those holes.
Well, I think Coach Vargas did talk about that too, Roger, that when you asked him what are you working on, what do you need to do, they said get that zone rotating a little bit more.
You bet.
Baseline Kirchhoff, she'll launch up the three, no good. Rebound tipped out by Harlan. So Atlanta gets another shot at it with a fresh 35 of the clock. And Coach Vargas, I believe, is going to call a timeout here with 6:38 to play in the game. Cyclones up 34-22 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Back in a minute.
People spend their
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Just when you think he's Mr. Perfect, he wakes up and proves me wrong. You can't charge a junk battery. Look here, mister. Replace it. I called Atlantic Egg and Auto, gave them make and model, and they have a new battery waiting at the counter. Go. Go now. Here's a Mr. Pibb and peanut M&Ms to tide you over so you don't have to make any stops. Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest retail stores. Your go-to for batteries, parts, and sometimes fixing relationship and his hunger problems.
95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Cyclones up 34-22. Atlantic's ball baseline throw into Harder. She'll launch it out top to Peyton McLaren. McLaren high and right back to Kirchhoff right wing. McLaren, Harder top of the circle. Harder skip past Kirchhoff left baseline on the drive inside of Williams. Shot up and no good, but she draws a foul. So maybe that's, you can still go inside and maybe get some fouls here.
You know, you move the basketball, then you got that crease you can work your way into. One thing, and I'm sitting here watching, is Peyton's got to be ready to shoot. You know, get to the position where you want him because it's going to be open.
Williams first of two on the way and good. And we talk a lot about that inside game. Harlan has just shut it off for Atlantic.
Right.
Trojan points have all come from the outside. Williams' second free throw is up and good. She made them both. And the Trojans will squeeze the lead to 34-24 in a low-scoring game here, fourth quarter. 6:16 to go in the game on the Seed Pro scoreboard. We owe you a station identification. We'll get it to you in a moment. Then Bottle left wing. She'll fire the triple. No good. Rebound to Kirchhoff. No one there for the Cyclones, and Kirchhoff swoops in and snags it. She'll work the top of the circle for Atlantic. Pass left side, McKenna Schrader. Baseline Harder. Inside McLaren, she'll turn, lay up, and good!
I think
now
he's
they're going
right.
to say she traveled.
I think he's right.
So it turns back over to Harlan Community, 5:54 to play. Score brought to you by the Seed Pros. They are by your side to maximize yields from the word go. Contact John Becker, Mark Ventiger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knutson for all your Pioneer seed needs. Cyclones front court possession, Brook high post. Right side of Wicks. Wicks has 5, 1 3-pointer here the second half. She'll take the ball out top to Albertson. Give and go. Schweitzel layup good. Good look left side.
Yeah, absolutely. She had that backdoor cut and made it work.
16 for Schweitzel. 36-24. Cyclones with a lead. 5:20 to go. Right side of McLaren for Atlantic. Looks left side to Schrader. She'll fire up the three. Good!
Got that one.
36-27. Schrader with 2 triples here in the ball game. She has 6 points. Cyclones high post to Brook. Right side of Wicks and a whistle. We've got a 3-second lane violation to Harlan.
You don't see that very often, but yeah, she's been hanging around there.
4:58 to go. Wiederstein and McLaren out for Atlantic. Well, the Trojans are down by 9, and they've certainly got plenty of time to chip away here, as you mentioned earlier, Roger.
You bet.
Schrader, Peyton Harder, right baseline, back to Schrader. Deep three. God! Oh, man! 36-30 Atlantic within 6. Schrader with 3 triples in the game. Down to 4:37 to play. Cyclones front court possession. Atlantic right back in this thing. Over to Van Baal, left wing. High post to Brook. Brook, the 6'2 post. Back to Van Baal. She'll swing it right to Molly Swenson on the drive. Layup no good, but a foul called on Wiederstein.
Okay, that was a good foul.
One thing about Harlan Community is when they're challenged, so far in this game, they've responded.
They responded.
Yeah.
Well, learn to take the ball to the hole.
36-30. Swenson's free throw good. 37-30. Cyclones with the lead. And Swenson with her first points of the game. Her second free throw coming up for the Cyclones, averaging 11 a game. And 69% free throw shooter, missed that one. So Atlanta gets the ball back, and they'll move to the front court. They're down 37-30 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Kirchhoff with it, 4:13 to play.
Take that seam.
Here's Harder on the bounce, out top to Schrader. Schrader bounce pass Harder, right baseline. And she'll skip it out to Kirchhoff. Down inside to Wiederstein. Shot up over a tree. No good. Brook was 6'2". Yeah. She fired over Brook. We've got a whistle. A foul is going to be called, I believe, on the Cyclones.
1-0.
Nope, it's on Atlantic. It's on Atlantic. So the Cyclones get the ball back. My bad.
Was it with 5'5" over
6'2".
6'2".
Brook is 6'2". Albertson 6'1". Cyclones possession. 3:50 to play. Harlan Community leading 37-30 in the Seed Pros scoreboard. Schweitzel top of the circle. Bounce near side to Wicks. High post Albertson. She's 6'1". Albertson back to Wicks at the top of the circle. 15 the shot clock for Harlan. They're taking their time. 10 sets on the shot clock. Schweitzel left baseline. Swenson on the bounce. High post Brook. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Wicks will fire for a triple. No good. Nobody there but Atlantic for the rebound. Here's Kirchhoff with it. And she'll bring it across the timeline. Bounce out top to Harder. Harder with 2 threes here in the game. Back to Kirchhoff.
Oh, right back to her.
Kirchhoff runner up and no good. Rebound Wiederstein, put back no. Albertson rebound for the Cyclones. Nearing the 3-minute mark to play to Wicks. Cyclones up 37-30. Wicks is left wide open to the right wing. High post Albertson back to Wicks.
They're going to be content to use every bit of this shot clock.
Down to 20 on the shot clock. Back out top, Schweitzel, 2:50 to play. Score brought to you by the Seed Pros. And Schweitzel on the bounce at the top of the circle. 2:40 to play, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Harlan will start to move towards the rim. Here's Schweitzel on the run. Back right baseline. Wicks fires and made the shot. Oh, Wicks for the right baseline, drains a 3. Her second triple right there at the shot clock buzzer. Atlantic almost throws it away, and
I believe they do.
You know, they got a timeout ahead of time, I believe, Roger Warren. Timeout called by Atlantic just before they gave it up. 2:22 to play, but what a big shot by Wicks to give Harlan a 40-30 lead. We're back right after this.
It's all about convenience at fantastic food, beverage.
At Seed Pros, our mission is to be your business partner every day of every season.
Pioneer Hybrid International was founded in Iowa back in 1926 and is still American today. Not many other seed providers can make that claim.
We partner with you to continually push the limits by combining elite seed genetics, local infield knowledge, along with customer service second to none.
We are with you from the word go. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knutson, or John Becker to partner with a team that puts your business needs first.
Combined Harlan with 2 threes. Atlantic has buried 5 threes here in the second half. We're down 21-10, and they've been able to score 20 points in the second half. They're down 40-30 of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Kirchhoff to throw it in. Williams left baseline for the Atlantic. They'll have a 25 of the shot clock. Williams on the drive, right side of Wiederstein. Out top to Kirchhoff. Schrader left wing, beyond the arc, a foul called on Schwiezel. That's 3 on Harlan here in the fourth quarter. We're down to 2 minutes and 10 seconds. So Atlantic will inbounds from the near sideline. Wiederstein will throw it in. Trojans down by 10, but with the way they've been making threes, they can get right back in it in a hurry.
But they're going to have to hoist it up.
Schrader high and right.
The clock is working against them.
Cyclones coming out on him. Kirchhoff for 3, missed a shot. Rebound, Albertson. She'll hand it off to Schwiezel. Harlan will move to the front court. Schwiezel guarded by Schrader, gets it up to Molly Swenson. Swenson left side of Wicks. Wicks near side of Schwiezel. Again, they're going to milk that clock. Atlantic's going to have to start fouling here sooner or later.
Yeah, don't foul now.
Schwiezel high and left with a basketball for Harlan Community. Back out top to Wicks. 9 on the shot clock.
9 on the shot clock. Don't foul now.
Yep.
Don't foul now.
Schwiezel down low. Albertson open layup good. What a look. Albertson wide open. The 6-1 post came across, took the pass and put it in. 42-30 Harlan. Atlantic tries a desperate shot from the right side, misses. Schwiezel rebounds. Ahead to Bruck. Bounces off her noggin. Harder gets it back for Atlantic. Bruck was not ready for that.
Yeah, she was not.
Right off the top of her head. Atlantic with the ball in the front court with about a minute to go here in the game. Schrader to Kirchhoff, right side of Wiederstein. Back to Schrader. She's going to launch a Caitlin Clark 3, no good. Rebound comes off to Schwiezel. Out top to Wicks, foul on Williams. We're down to 54 seconds to go. Harlan at 43-30 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. But again, a much better second half offensively for Atlantic. Cyclones have scored 21 in the second half. Atlantic has scored 20. Foul called on Schrader. And she apologized, I think. What a nice young lady.
Well,
she found her.
I understood.
I'm so sorry, but I was told to.
I got a foul.
I mean, 50 seconds to go. Great sportsmanship. You love it.
You bet.
Harlan fouled by Harder. 47 ticks on the clock.
You just got to remember to go after the basketball.
Yeah. Aubrey Schwiezel will shoot free throws. She had 13 first half points. She has 16 for the game. First of 2, no good. In the lineup is McLaren, and Williams comes out for Atlantic. 47 seconds to go. 42-30 Cyclones with the lead. Aubrey Schwiezel with 16. We'll try to make it 17. Free throw in flight, too strong off the heel, but Albertson gets the rebound for Harlan. Cyclones with 42 seconds. Atlantic with the foul. That's going to be 4 on the Trojans. Out of bounds throw in.
No.
We'll check that.
We're shooting 2.
No, we're on the other side. There we go. 5. 2 shots for Molly Swenson now, and she pushes it up and in. Swenson 2 for 3 from the line for Harlan. 43-30 Cyclones. Swenson's second free throw. 69% free throw shooter. She showed why. Made that one. 44-30 Harlan. Cyclones.
Keep going.
Back on D. Williams, or McLaren driving and lifts it up and in. So Peyton McLaren on a dribble drive against the pair. 44-32. A timeout called by Atlantic. A full timeout. We'll take it with them back right after these.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
First Windy Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Harlan as the Cyclones with the lead of the score 44-32. Atlantic made a run at it here. And the Trojans call a timeout. Coach Varg. Harlan will inbounds for the baseline. Underneath the Trojans basket. Albertson, the 6-1 post, will fire it in. And the throw in to Wicks. And kicked out by Kirchhoff. Nice hustle by Kirchhoff. 31 seconds left. Boys game coming up next. Atlantic will be at home on Tuesday against Red Oak. We'll have the broadcast. Here's a throw in by Albertson and a whistle. Timeout called by Coach Clausen. Time is running out on Albertson.
I was at 4, then I heard the whistle.
We're back right after this.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get...
Well, the Cyclones with a 44-32 lead over Atlantic will inbounds again. With 31 seconds left, Albertson will throw it in from underneath the Trojan basket. Atlantic on the pressure defense into Suizo. Pass ahead to Molly Swinson. Wicks with it high and right. We'll see if Atlantic is going to back off here. Wicks.
I think just play good defense.
Yeah, almost a steal. They get off to Swinson, and she's fouled by McLaren with 17 seconds to play.
Coach called timeout.
Another timeout is called by Coach. We'll take it with them. We're back in 30 seconds.
Wealth Management, we're embracing new changes to better serve you. As an independent wealth manager,
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Want your back at the shop? We talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
On KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Cyclones up 44-32. A full timeout called by Coach Clausen of the Harlan Committee Cyclones. 12-point advantage. Atlantic led 3-0 early. And then the Cyclones tied it and took a 5-3 lead. Atlantic tied it at 5, but that was it. The last time they even had a tie, Harlan has led 15-8 after one quarter, 21-10 at half. 31-22 at the third quarter break and 44-32 here, but Trojans really playing a lot better second half. Inbounds pass is almost stolen away. Recovered by the Cyclones and kicked out by Schrader.
Hey, play to the end.
Yep, absolutely. 13 seconds to go. Atlantic had a great effort. Good ball game, both squads. Cyclones will throw it in. Schrizo high and right. No fouling here. Harlan's going to run out the clock and call it a night and to pick up their 9th win of the season. They'll go to 9-3 of the year. And that game is over in the books. 44 Harlan, 32 Atlantic here in Hawkeye 10 conference play. But the Trojans do have a record setter. That's Peyton Harder with 14 tonight. Set the all-time scoring record for Atlantic girls basketball history here tonight. Breaking the great Haley Rasmussen's record.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Haley's still putting them in the hole.
Oh, she was all-conference 2 years ago, second team, first team all-conference last year. Yep. Third year as a captain for Simpson Storm. Having another great career.
Absolutely.
Post-game show brought to you by Cass County Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors. We'll add up the points. Boys game is coming up here in a little bit. We're back right after this.
Happy to introduce Dr. Giles Brines. Dr. Brines is a board-certified family medicine physician who provides care for all ages.
I wanted to get back to a small town. I wanted to treat my neighbors and really build a community and build a life for myself in that regard. I always want to be a safe place for them to come and share whatever it is that has been on their mind, the good, the bad, the in-between.
To make an appointment with Dr. Brines, call Cass Health at 712-243-2850.
Welcome back to Harlan. Tom Robbins alongside Roger Warren. Harlan led in scoring by Aubrey Suizo with 16. Grace Albertson had a 10. Madison Wicks off the bench, the 5'9" junior, finished with 8. She had 2 3-pointers. Harlan with 4 threes in the ball game. 4 points for Kinsley Brook, the 6'2" sophomore, and Molly Swinson with 3. She was 3 for 4 from the free throw line. And when you look at Atlantic, Peyton Harder had 14 to lead the Trojans. McKenna Schrader ended up with 9 points. Zoe Kirchhoff had 3. Peyton McLaren ended up with 3 points for Atlantic. And Katrina Williams with 3 for 4 from the line for the Trojans. It was tough. Harder played great defense inside. And again, Harder with 14, Schrader with 9, 3 for Kirchhoff, 3 for McLaren, and 3 for Williams.
Well, I tell you what, there was nothing we didn't expect. Harlan's got the size inside. But, Suizo's probably, she can handle the basketball. She made her threes. But they kind of took away Harlan's inside game, too. I mean, those gals had a tough time getting the ball. I mean, Peyton probably had 4 or 5 steals on the ball coming in. If the Trojans could have had, midway through the third period, fourth period, drop a couple of those threes, that have made it closer to the end and a little more manageable.
Once again, the final here, Cyclones 44 and Atlantic 32. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, get set for the boys game here on 95.7 FM and our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com.
At Outfitters Plus in Atlantic, you'll find all the latest in custom apparel and headwear. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports teams, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where'd you get that?" Don't forget, Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Stop by today.
The Super Bowl in Atlantic is a great place to have your next celebration. Birthday parties, family outings, date nights, or just hanging out with friends. The Super Bowl is the place to be. With Glow Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights and ramps and bumpers for the kids, anyone can have a blast at the Super Bowl. Call Dan today at 243-4656 to reserve your lane and get ready for fun.
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way, or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit SWITA.com to schedule your ride.
With Roger Warren is the boys game coming up 44-32. It was Atlantic falling to Harlan Community. Cyclones go to 9-3. Atlantic falls to 9-5 on the season, 2-3 in conference play. And the Cyclones go to 5-1 in the conference. Roger Warren. Well, boys game coming up now, and the Trojans enter this contest at 2-9, 2-4 at home. They haven't won on the road yet. 1-4 in conference play. Harlan 4-5, 1-3 at home. They played better on the road, 3-2. And
that usually doesn't happen.
Yeah, 2-3 in conference play. And you know, Atlantic is they faced a tremendous Kemper team last week.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, and that was a toughie. They bounced back and played pretty tough against Corinth on Tuesday. Just couldn't quite get her done. But they're getting better, and they'll have their hands full again tonight against Harlan Community.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Mitch does a great job with the basketball program. You know, I always look for Harlan. You better defend the three, because that's what's going to come up for him.
Both teams out warming up on the floor. We did have a chance to catch up with it. Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken here, as he takes a look at this game and outlines what needs to be done for the Trojans. We'll be back with a visit with Coach Franken, but first we'll hear this. Our coaches show sponsor is McAtee Tire. McAtee Tire and Service, your headquarters for all your automotive repairs and Goodyear Tires at 100 West 2nd Street in Atlantic. Back after this.
Is known for players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAtee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAtee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAtee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Welcome back to the McAtee Tire Coaches Show on 95.7 FM and our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com. We're joined by Atlantic head boys basketball coach Dalton Franken. Harlan hosting the Trojans here tonight. Coach, thanks for joining us here. Let's talk about this game coming up tonight. A couple of days to prepare for the Cyclones, and what's been the point of emphasis in practice now and as you head towards this one tonight?
Yeah, we've had a couple good days of practice. Really just emphasizing ball pressure and our post defense. They have a big guy inside that's a handful, so we got to do a really good job of pressuring their guards on the perimeter and making post entry passes really difficult on them, and making sure that we're not letting them establish deep position in the paint. For an entry pass and finish. So those have been two things we've been working on here the last couple days.
Coach, how do you expect the Cyclones to defend you?
They've played a variety of different defenses this year. We've seen some 2-3 zone from them. They've, played a little bit of junk defense on some teams as well. And they'll come out and play man-to-man as well. So I expect to see a variety of different defenses. Man-to-man and some sort of zone, probably their 2-3 zone. So we've been prepping for both, obviously, but expect to see a couple different defenses for sure.
Guard play always important. To talk about the Harlan guards and what are they capable of doing? What's their style?
Yeah, they all complement each other really well. Obviously, their primary focus is establishing the paint. But their guards do a really good job of, getting the ball into the post, but once the ball goes into the post, repositioning themselves, getting their feet set on the perimeter for kick-out threes, and they do a good job of getting downhill and kicking to shooters if you overhelp on their drives too. So they have a variety of guys that can shoot it from the perimeter, so we're going to have to be our on-ball defense has to be really solid. We can't be giving up straight line drives to the basket, putting ourselves in position to have to help and open up drive and kick threes for them. So ball pressure and on-ball defense is going to be huge for us.
Coach, as far as your ball club, I know we talked in the post game about getting some more offense going, and the defense has really been pretty solid here this season. Just getting that offense rolling. What do you expect your players to do tonight offensively? What do you want to see here offensively to get some more points to the board?
Yeah, our ball movement has to get a lot better. So obviously that's something we've been working on here the last couple days. We're being aggressive offensively, but we're not shifting the defense enough with our ball movement. So everything we're trying to do is on the first side of the floor, so the defense is set up and it's making things more difficult for us. So our ball movement has to be a lot better. We got to get the ball to the second, third side of the floor on reversals, and then look to attack and do things on second, third, fourth ball reversal. I think that'll help us. One, getting a rhythm offensively, but get us easier looks and better driving lanes for our guards to get downhill. So ball movement's got to be a lot better. We got to cut, pass, move, and make sure we're ready to make sure our shooters are ready to shoot it on the perimeter when they get their looks.
I thought the first half especially, and even the second half, that your offense controlled the tempo of the game, and you seem to be looking for that good shot. Do you agree?
Yeah, that's something we've been emphasizing to our guards. Hudson and Kinnick are our primary ball handlers. And just identifying when we do have an advantage, and we want to push and attack when we have an advantage, but when there's when the defense is getting back and set up, we need to have the discipline to get the ball moving and get the defense shifting, and then attack off of ball reversals. So I definitely think we did a better job of that against Clarinda. But it's something that we need to continue to do, and just, we need to identify when we have the advantage, attack it, and then when we don't, make sure we get a really quality possession and don't rush into a shot or force up a contested, layup off of dribble penetration.
Excellent. Well, Coach, thank you very much. Always appreciate your time, and best of luck tonight, and we'll talk to you afterwards.
Thanks, Tom.
You bet. Dylan Blanken, head coach of the Atlantic Trojans. Our coaches show brought to you by McAtee Tire. We'll be back with the starters and the First Whitney Bank opening tip-off right here on KS 95.7 FM.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAtee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAtee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAtee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Welcome back to Harlan. Tom Robbins alongside Roger Warren. Our live video stream powered by Dish to Net. And we're on 95.7 FM. Broadcast brought to you in part by Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Harlan. Oak Point Wealth Management. Aaron Friend, Oak Point Wealth Management, located inside Center Associates in Atlantic. Check it out. Give Aaron a call. Olson's BP, great food, Godfather's Pizza, and quality BP fuel to keep you going company. Olson's BP in Atlantic. Well, boys game coming up here, Roger, and for Harlan, a team shooting 42% from the field and 32% from behind the arc, 60% from the free throw line. Atlantic, 37%. And Coach Franken wants to see more offense, obviously, for his team. What needs to be done?
Well, just be patient. Oh. Hey, it might help if I could talk into the darn mic. It was up on my head. Hey, tell you what, it's one of those things after watching the Trojans, just be patient on offense. They've got some shooters. They got some plays. Gavin, I've said to him, take your time. You're a big body. You can move people without having to try to run them over. I'll tell you what, as soon as you put your head down and go to the bucket, I tell you what, as an official, you got a hard time calling that block foul, just because, you're going to move them out of the way.
Yeah.
Go in there under control, make the body contact, make the shot. We got Kinnick back. Our Trojans got Kinnick back and McLaren. So they've got the better guard court that they've had. Right now it's just a matter of getting some consistency out of their players. A consistent lineup. We've had a couple out with injuries, and that throws a monkey wrench into things.
No doubt about it. And as far as the size differential, Roger, they're both teams pretty evenly matched there.
Yep.
Atlantic might have a little bit of height advantage.
Well, I mean, you've got Shelton, who's 6'4". Petty's about that.
Yep.
Gavin's probably
6'2". 6'2". Yeah, so
there ain't no way he's 6'2". He makes me look small, and I'm supposed to be 6'2". So, it's just one of those things. But you're absolutely right. But it's just take care of business, play team basketball, play team defense. So.
Starting lineups are coming up here. We'll have the First Whitney Bank opening tip-off as well for the Trojans. They'll start Hudson McLaren, a 6'1 junior, at a guard. Getting Jewell, a 5'9 senior. He'll be the point guard. Shelton Wally will play underneath, a 6'4 junior. Grant Petty, a 6'1 sophomore, to wing. And Gavin McLaren, a 6'2 junior, will play inside for the Trojans. Atlantic goes 6'1, 5'9, 6'4, 6'1, 6'2. As Jewell kind of ruins that 6 foot and over. Height advantage for Atlantic, but I'll tell you what, he's quick.
Oh, yeah.
And he does a nice job, and Atlantic really needs him at that point guard. Guard play is so important.
Oh, it is. If you've got a point guard that can handle the basketball, that makes things go a whole lot smoother.
Kobe Clausen will start for Harlan, 6'3 sophomore. Weston Rice, a 5'10 senior. Dallas McDowell, a 6'2 junior. Gabe Arkfeld, a 6'2 junior. And Joseph Rice, a 6'3 senior, starting for the Cyclones. The opening tip-off brought to you by the First Whitney Bank. We'll be back with that right after this.
Your business is your business, but there are times when you need someone to come alongside you. You need someone who knows you, who knows your plans, your goals, your dreams, someone who's on your side and who's there to help you get there. This is Ann from First Whitney Bank. Whether your business is running a business, farming, raising a family, or helping your kids move on to the business of their lives, we're here. It's your business, they're your dreams, and we're here to help you reach them. First Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
Get ready for a
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Harlan. Tom Robinson and Roger Warren will bring you the boys' game. The girls won by the Cyclones 44-32. Congratulations to Peyton Harder, who is now the all-time leading career scorer in Atlantic girls basketball history. Shelton Mualia will jump it up for Atlantic, a 6'4 junior. And for the Cyclones, it's going to be Joseph Rice, a 6'3 senior. What an athlete Rice has been for Harlan.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what, he's been something on that football field, no doubt about it. Well, here we go. Boys game coming up here as the officials get set to throw it up. Here it is. Joseph got a head start.
Yeah.
Here it is. Molia will control it for Atlantic. And we're underway. Top of the circle, Hudson McLaren with the basketball. Right side of Kennick Jewell. Harlan comes out in a zone defense. A 2-1-2 zone, Roger Warren. Petty for three, baseline, off the heel, and the rebound comes off the Harlan community. Kobe Clausen to the front court on the dribble. A wide open down low, layup up and good to Gabe Arkfeld. He was wide open, Roger.
Well, that's where you got to be talking to the backside. There was a backside cut, and nobody was there.
Arkfeld with the 2 points for Harlan community. Atlantic works the ball to the front court. Arkfeld averaging 2.33 a game. Not a huge score for Harlan, but he gets the first lick at it. Baseline, Kennick Jewell. He'll hoist up the three. No good. Rebound or pulled down sharply by Joseph Rice.
Trojans had two pretty good shots.
They really have. Rice will attack the rim. Lays a block by Molia, but it's foul called on the junior. Joseph Rice took it right to the rim.
I think they got that one on Gavin.
So check that. Thank you, Roger. Gavin McLaren. Molia was in there rooting him on, though.
Right beside him, you could have picked one.
Rice free throw missed the front iron. 2-0 Cyclones here right out of the gates. Joseph Rice on the free throws, 26 of 58 now in the season. His second free throw is good. 27 of 59 for the senior. Cyclones take a 3-0 lead of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Full court press. Kennick Jewell. Hudson McLaren handles the backward. Back to Jewell. He'll bring it across the half-court line for Atlantic. Baseline to Molia. Back out top to Hudson McLaren. Travel called on Molia.
He didn't catch it clean, and he was still shuffling his feet.
Cyclones get the ball back up 3-0 of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Clausen, Weston Rice, Dallas McDowell, Gabe Arkfeld, and Joseph Rice, the starters for Harlan. And this is Dallas McDowell, the 6'2 junior, bringing it across the timeline for Harlan. Off the bounce right, goes baseline. Back inside to Rice, kick back out top. Atlantic gets the steal, turnover Cyclones. On the dribble, Atlantic. Jewell, back out top to Gab McLaren for three. Good!
Nice shot.
Gavin ties the game up at three with that three ball out top. As you mentioned, Roger Warren, a nice shot into Rice. He's too far under. Tried to scoop it up but couldn't get it. Grant Petty.
That was a good job by Gavin. Keep his hands up and sliding his feet.
Petty shovels a rebound. Hunter Nelson in the game on the left wing. Right side, Petty for three. Too strong. Rebound tipped to the Cyclones. Picked up by McDowell. They'll pass ahead. Weston Rice inside the block, and a reach-in foul called on Atlantic. Weston Rice, the 5'10 senior. That's going to be two on the Trojans with 5 minutes and 54 seconds to go first quarter. A 3-3 game on our Seed Pros scoreboard. McDowell will trigger from right side of the basket. Ball goes into Clausen, back to McDowell. He'll put it up, and it is good.
That was a tough shot.
Well, it was.
McLaren did everything he could.
He was on the low block on the left side, just a little push shot, but he had to muscle it in.
Yeah.
Cyclones up 5-3 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Atlantic with the ball in the front court. Looped it out top to Hudson McLaren. Back right baseline to Kennick Jewell for three. God! Boy, Atlantic hit the three ball. We talked about the offense here.
Well, you get a good shot. You get a catch and squared.
Trojans take a 6-5 lead. 2 threes here in the game. McLaren, Gavin. Oh, they find Rice low, and Joseph puts it up
Gavin
and in.
went over the top, trying to take it away, and the pass made it quicker.
Harlan up 7-6. Pass left wing to Hudson McLaren. Baseline to Hunter Nelson. Back out top to Hudson. He's on the bounce. Now Kennick right baseline. Driving baseline. Kick out to Gavin. He'll set up and fire the three. No good. Rebound Joseph Rice for the Cyclones. Back near side to Weston Rice and Clausen. McDowell, and we've got a player control foul call to McDowell. And that was Hudson McLaren.
That
Good
was
defense.
Hudson. That was great defense.
McDowell was on the left wing, and he just put his head down, and Hudson just stood there with his feet in cement and took the charge.
The only thing I like better about that, one thing my high school coach taught me, is make a little noise. Give him a oof.
4:39 to go first
Sell that
quarter.
baby.
Hudson took it left wing, and then Hudson McLaren travels with it. Turnover to Harlan.
Yeah, you gotta sell those sometime.
Yeah, I think I remember in practice. Was that Coach Waugh that wanted
That
us
was
to do
Coach
that?
Waugh.
When we practice our UGG.
Yep.
Weston Rice will come out, and a new player for the Cyclones is going to be Hayden Soma. Really a good football player for Harlan Community. They'll go baseline. Clausen for three. Got it. Kobe Clausen hits the triple for Harlan. And the Cyclones up 10-6 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Kennick Jewell left wing. Skip pass, Hunter Nelson. He'll fire up the triple. No good, aired it out. Joseph Rice rebound. Kobe Clausen on the move all the way down inside. Layup good. Kobe Clausen goes coast to coast, and just like that, he has 5. And just like that, Harlan up 12-6, and a timeout called by Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken. Back in a minute.
Hey there, this is Tanner from your Atlantic Hy-Vee, and I've got some exciting news to share. Thanks to your feedback, we're currently rated the friendliest Hy-Vee in the entire company. That's a huge honor, and on behalf of the whole team, thank you to everyone who's taken time to share their thoughts. Did you know you can leave feedback too? Just check the link on the bottom of your Hy-Vee receipt or in your email after a purchase. Whether it's a compliment or constructive criticism, I love reading our surveys and making sure we're always improving. And as always, thank you for shopping your Atlantic Hy-Vee.
Is your New Year's resolution to save money? Are you hungry for a slice of greatness? Godfather's Pizza, located right here at Olson's BP in Atlantic, has a deal that you can't refuse all January long. Right now, order any large pizza and you'll get half off any delicious side. Don't wait, this offer is only good through the end of January, and it's one side per order. Swing by Olson's BP in Atlantic and make sure your next meal doesn't break the bank. Godfather's Pizza and Olson's BP in Atlantic, the keep you going store.
Welcome back to Harlan. Tom Robinson here with Roger Warren. And the Trojans are now down 12-6. They took a 6-5 lead on that three-point shot by Kennick Jewell. Atlantic with the ball in the backcourt. Full court pressure put on by the Cyclones. Hudson McLaren to Grant Petty. He'll clear the half-court line. Almost stolen away. Good hustle by McDowell.
You bet.
Trojans have it near sideline. 3:58 to go here in this first quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Pass it to Hudson McLaren, top of the circle. Pulls it right side of Hunter Nelson, back to McLaren. Hudson, that is. Finds Cuz at the top of the circle, now into Nelson. Layup up, good.
And got the foul.
And one, a nice drive by Nelson.
That was a nice kiss off the glass there.
And he had to arc it high, and just a nice soft touch. And it's 12-8. The Trojans cut the Cyclone lead to 4. Nelson with his first 2, and he spins it up too strong, and a rebound McDowell. For the Cyclones, Harlan's the front. Clausen handles the ball. Soma high and right. He'll skip it near side to Kobe Clausen. Clausen looks for McDowell. He'll hand it off to him. He's letting it a man-to-man defense. Hudson McLaren is on McDowell. Hunter Nelson on Soma. Clausen guarded by Petty. Clausen inside the block, wide open. Baseline 3 is good. Cotton Schneider with the 3 for Harlan off the bench. 15-8, Cyclones back up by 7. 3 by Nelson, can't get it off the back iron. Clausen rebound for Harlan Community. He's on the move. Spinning in the block, puts it up and in. Timeout called by Coach Dalton Franken.
Yeah, when somebody goes that clean to the bucket, it's timeout time.
17-8 in favor of Harlan Community. And Coach Franken wants a 30-second timeout, and we'll take it with him.
Is your New Year's resolution to save money? Are you hungry for a slice of greatness? Godfather's Pizza, located right here at Olson's BP in Atlantic, has a deal that you can't refuse all January long. Right now, order any large pizza and you'll get half off any delicious side. Don't wait, this offer is only good through the end of January, and it's one side per order. Swing by Olson's BP in Atlantic and make sure your next meal doesn't break the bank. Godfather's Pizza and Olson's BP in Atlantic, the keep you going store.
Trigger from the baseline. Petty into Kennick Jewell. Back to Petty. Good pressure by Harlan. Hudson McLaren ahead to Gavin McLaren. Trojans clear the half-court line and clear the pressure. Hudson out to Grant Petty, top of the circle on the bounce, high and right. Out top to Kennick Jewell. Jewell left side, Hunter Nelson. Down baseline to Gavin Hudson McLaren. Back to Kennick Jewell, top of the circle. Feeds into Petty. Shot no good. And Joseph Rice snags the board. A foul call on Grant Petty. 2:40 to go first quarter. And Joseph Rice, when he brings a rebound down, he brings it down with authority.
Yeah, you're not getting it. That's exactly the way to do it. He gets those paws on there. Watch out.
So Atlantic will be back on the man-to-man defense. Here comes McDowell on the dribble, right side. Nice cut up by Petty, but McDowell goes right back at it. Near side is Soma. Back out top to McDowell. Inside of Joseph Rice. Right wing, Clausen for three. He's going to be short. Rebound, Kenny Jewell for Atlantic. Trojans down 17-8 on the St. Pros scoreboard. 2:16 to play, first quarter. The ball looped to Petty, layup good.
Nice find. Slid in behind that defense and found the hole.
Kenny Jewell with the look at the top of the circle. Thread the needle to Petty right there down low in the basket. Clausen at the other end answers for Harlan with a triple. Well, I tell you what, Cyclones.
I told you, they're going to throw them up.
But they just respond. They answer. Driving Hudson McLaren,
Hudson.
runner no. Rebound, Gavin McLaren. And there's a scramble for it. Soma comes up with it. And we've got a jump ball called. Well, that's a great look by Jewell. He's at the top of the circle.
Yep.
And Petty made a nice move inside. He thread the needle.
Yep. Found him in the baseline there. And that's what that guy does on the baseline against those zones.
Soma comes out. Clausen, McDowell in. Joseph Rice. And the lineup, a couple new players now for Harlan as well. Weston Rice is back in, I should say. He'll take the pass. Schneider's in there. Clausen, top of the circle. Weston Rice. Give it a go to Joseph Rice, and Gavin McLaren jumps the passing route. Good steal by Gavin McLaren. Atlantic back at the front court, back into business. Grant Petty on the move, and a whistle. And we've got what? Oh, we got a blocking foul.
Yep.
So the Trojan will inbounds from right side of the basket. Hudson McLaren.
I really like the Trojans' intensity. They're playing hard.
Yes.
You know, they haven't got a few shots to drop. It's the couple easy buckets that Harlan's had down here that hurts.
Gabe Arkfield back in for the Cyclones. All the star. Here's Kenny from the top. A deep three, and he buries it. Splice down for Jewell.
That was a good-looking shot.
He's got 8 points in Atlantic now, 20-13. Jewell with 2 threes. Pass to Joseph Rice for Harlan. Off the glass, no.
That's
Jewell
exactly
snags the
the way you
board.
play that.
Jewell will pass ahead to Nelson, almost overshoots him. Back to Jewell, high left. He feels it. He'll fire it. He got it. Oh, man. Jewell with three-point shots. It's 20-16. Atlantic within 4. McDowell high and left for the Cyclones. Back up top to Gabe Arkfield. Weston Rice, dribble drive baseline, and the ball is almost...
He almost had it.
Almost had it. Jewell knocked out of bounds baseline. Harlan will trigger from left side of their basket. Kenny Jewell with 3 threes. He has 11 points, his average coming in. Atlantic now is pulled within 4, 20-16. With 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Clausen for 3, missed it. Hudson McLaren with a rebound.
Last shot.
Pass to Kenny Jewell. 27 seconds to play. First quarter. Grant Petty out top to Hudson McLaren. 22 to go. First quarter. Atlantic down 20-16 to the St. Pros scoreboard. Out top, Kenny Jewell. Jewell, top of the circle. Harlan 2-1-2 zone. 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Jewell bounced at 7. Engels right on the dribble at 5. Gives out to Petty at 4. A 3-point shot at 2, no good. Gabe Arkfield with a rebound. McDowell for 3 from half court. Missed the shot, but it was close.
It was close. I'll tell you what, when you can hit the rim from half court, you're pretty close.
20-16 our score. We're at the halftime break, and we'll be back right after these.
At Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We've been dedicated to our communities for over 35 years. From real estate and ag loans to personal and commercial banking, we offer a full range of financial services tailored to meet your needs. We believe in giving back and being involved in the communities we serve. Stop into one of our 12 convenient locations or visit us at rollinghillsbank.com.
Get ready for a fresh start at Greg Young Atlantic. Our Greg Young Fresh Start program helps you hit the road with confidence, overcome credit challenges with personalized financing, and a wide selection of great vehicles. Visit us today to find your brand new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram, or check out our huge pre-owned selection at GregYoungAtlantic.com and GregYoungCDJRAtlantic.com. And to apply. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Here at Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
KS 95.7 and live streamed at WesternIowaToday.com.
Well, Atlantic will start the second quarter with the basketball. They pull within 4 here, 20-16. And Kenny Jewell with 11 first quarter points for Atlantic on the dribble for the Trojans. Pass to the left side to Grant Petty. Out top to Hudson McLaren.
Basically a 1-3-1.
Back to Hudson, top of the circle. He'll drive in. Shot over Rice. No. Foul called on Joseph Rice.
Went right at him.
So Kenny Jewell, I have him with 11. They have him 9 on the board. Might have to double check that here in the first quarter. Hudson with the free throw and good.
You bet.
His first points of the game. 11, 12, 15. 17. Free throw good. Hudson made them both. Now it's 20-18. Seed Pros scoreboard. So Kenny Jewell with 9 so far in the game. Pass out top. Hunter Nelson almost a steal. Arkfeld with the pass at the top of the circle.
They let the first one go, but Petty just got a little too much into it.
One foul on Atlantic, one on Harlan here in the second quarter.
I'll tell you what, I've been watching this battle between McLaren and Rice. I believe Rice is 45.
Yes.
So I'll tell you what, that's two pretty solid individuals banging each other.
Two football players. Backdoor pass to Rice, but Kenny Jewell, the 5'10" guard, swatted away.
That's excellent help.
So McDowell will throw it in for the baseline right side. Just underway second quarter, 20-18. Harlan leading. Atlantic pass in the game. Arkfeld short. Jay no. Ball is tipped high and Molia. And tipped out by McDowell. Oh no, they say Molia hit the ball. So Dallas McDowell will throw it in for Harlan Community. And we're going to see Colton Schneider come in. And he's going to give Weston Rice a break. So it's going to be McDowell, Clausen, Joseph Rice, Gabe Arkfeld, and now Colton Schneider in the game. Pass out top to Kobe Clausen, the baseline. McDowell, he's open. He'll fire the triple. It's going to be short. Rebound, Gavin McLaren for Atlantic. He'll kick it out to Jewell. Jewell on the run to the front court. Top of the circle, behind the back dribble, back to Gavin McLaren. He finds a seam, slithers in, shot no. Rice rebound. Rice on the move. He takes it inside. Foul, Hudson McLaren. And that's 2 on the Trojans here in the second quarter. 7:02 to go here in the second stanza. Now we'll see Dallas McDowell throw it in again for the baseline. Cyclones up 20-18. Their biggest lead in the first half, 17-8.
Okay.
Pass to McDowell at the elbow. Inside Joseph Rice, low block. Against McLaren, turn, shoots, no good. Gabe Arkfeld, rebound, putback is good.
That was a battle for the rebound. He just came up with it and got it.
22-18. Cyclones by 4 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 6 minutes to play here in this first half. And Kenny Jewell the drive. Ball blocked.
That's all right. Take that ball in the hole.
So Hudson will throw it in for the baseline right side of the basket. Cyclones up 22-18 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Here's McLaren's throw in. Left baseline, Kenny Jewell. Cross the block to Nelson. Baseline Hudson. Nelson guarded by Dallas McDowell. Bounce pass to Kenny Jewell, top of the circle. Cyclones in a man-to-man defense. Jewell, Hunter Nelson open for 3.
Nice pass.
Shot no. It would have been a 2. His foot was stepped on the line. Gabe Arkfeld got the rebound for Harlan out to Kobe Clausen. Cyclones possession. Baseline. Schneider. Arkfeld high and right for Harlan on the drive. He'll pull up, spin, and shoot a short runner. No good. And a whistle. Foul called on Atlantic, and that's going to be number 3 of the Trojans. One thing Harlan is doing maybe a little bit better than Atlantic, and that's attacking the rim.
Absolutely. You know, Nelson was in position. He could have taken the charge, but he just got a little out of position when the guy took it to the hole.
Arkfeld will shoot a pair. First one's good. Gabe Arkfeld with 5 points. here this first half. Second free throw coming up. He's just 4 for 10 on the year. And that one's missed. Rebound, Gavin McLaren. He's got his share of boards here tonight. Out to Hudson McLaren. He'll bring it across the half-court line. The Trojans set it up at the 5:55 mark to play first half on the Steve Pro scoreboard. It's 22-18 Harlan. Kenny Jewell. Right side to Gavin for 3. No good. Rebound long, and Gavin gets it. Out to Molly. Atlantic resets the clock.
All right.
Baseline Molly, they throw it away. Boy, Atlantic, they had an opportunity. Molly was heading down the line. That ball thrown behind him. Grant Petty comes in, and Shelton Molly comes out. Trojans have Gavin McLaren, Grant Petty, Kennick Jewell, Hudson McLaren, and Hunter Nelson. Cyclones McDowell on the top of the circle on the dribble. Guarded by Grant Petty, Atlantic in a man defense. 5:26 to go in the half. Baseline Clausen. He'll fire. Contested 3, and he got it. Clausen with 3 3-pointers here in the first half, 25-18. Louis Clausen with 3 threes. Atlantic in the front court. Nelson Petty on the dribble, runs into a double team. He's in trouble. Gets it out to Hunter Nelson. Back out to Kenny Jewell. Hudson McLaren, he'll fire up a 3, no good. Gavin rebound, he can't get it to go.
Yep, that was a block.
Gabe Arkfield snags it for Harlan. We got a whistle, I believe, and a foul called.
Gavin brought it back behind his head a little bit. All he had to do was reach his hand out.
26-18 in favor of Harlan community. Cyclones basketball. McDowell top of the circle. Now the lineup for Harlan is Creed Bogus.
He got him.
And a foul called on Arkfeld.
Yeah, it's hard not to miss those 2 hands in the middle of your back.
So Creed Bogus is in the 5'8 freshman, getting a little playing time for Coach Osborne and the Cyclones. 4:36 to go. First half, Kenny Jewell. Over to Nelson, back to Jewell, top of the circle for Atlantic in the front court. Nelson.
Be ready to shoot.
Left baseline,
you know
Hudson.
He can make him.
Back to Hunter. He's going to fire a deep 3. Good.
It rolled in.
Hunter Nelson with a 3-ball. 26-21 Atlantic within striking distance. Cyclones with it. 4:11 to go in the first half. Out top, McDowell. He'll take it back near the ring. 4 minutes left. Second quarter. McDowell loses the ball, and it went out of bounds. Good call by the official. Dallas with those pink tennies, and its toe just stepped out on the line. Right here at the boundary. It's 3:57 to play first half, and Harlan up 26-21 on the Steve Pro scoreboard. Kenny takes the inbounds. He'll bring it across the half-court line for Atlantic. Left side to Hunter Nelson. Nelson, 1 3-point shot here. Back to Nelson, left wing. Into Gavin. He'll take it inside. Layup up, no good. Rice taps to Clausen. Clausen runs over Hudson McLaren. And they're going to call a player control foul on Clausen.
No, they're going to call it out of bounds.
Oh, okay. Coach Osborne is having a few words with the official. Atlantic gets the ball on the turnover. 3:40 to go here in the second quarter. A lot of contact and nothing called. Here's the pass high and right to Hudson. Hunter Nelson.
Get it to him.
Kennick for 3. No good, and rebound Clausen.
Yep.
And Hudson with the foul.
It's all right.
Now down to 3:27 to play here this first half. 26-21, Cyclones by 5. And Hudson will come out of the game. He's got 3 fouls, Roger.
Ooh, ouch. Yeah.
So Sawyer Terrell will take his spot. Inbound Cyclones. Here's Dallas McDowell across the half-court line. 3:20 to go in the first half. Cyclones up 26-21 on the Steve Pro scoreboard. McDowell high and right. Looks back out top to the freshman. Near side to Clausen. Inside to Rice. Go to McLaren. Back out top. Clausen drives, lays it up, and easy layup in.
Yep. Found a lane.
Cyclones with 9 points. Kloss, I've got him for a lot more than that, but we'll double check. Sawyer Terrell inside. Grant Petty shot off the glass, no good. And the rebound tipped and pulled down with a freshman. Creed Bogus. Driving layup up and Clausen good. McDowell gets it. And timeout called by Atlantic. Harlan a big run here. 30-21. And a timeout called by Dalton Frank. And a 1-minute timeout, and we'll take it with him. We're back right after these.
Super sale this weekend at your Atlantic Hy-Vee. Friday through Sunday. Farmland bacon, only $2.99.
Oak Point Wealth Management is making important changes to better serve you. Wealth Manager Aaron Friend is proud to announce that Oak Point Wealth has partnered with LBL Financial, providing comprehensive tools and resources to support your financial goals. Aaron remains committed to serving Southwest Iowa with personalized service, backed by LBL's dynamic technology and investment platform.
I'm excited to embrace independence and keep my focus on what matters most, my clients' best interests.
Visit www.oakpointwealth.com, 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning...
Atlantic with a basketball after the timeout by Coach Frank, and Trojans go down low to Woodward. First time he's been in the game tonight. The ball is knocked out. It's going to be a turnover, Trojans, I believe. Bryce Van Bala's in the game for Harlan. Coach Osborne's played a lot of players here this first half, and Bala will set up on the high post. McDowell left side to Clausen. Clausen on the bounce to the free throw line, and he'll run it up and in.
That's a tough shot. That was great defense, just a tough shot.
Good shot by Clausen. That puts the Cyclones up by double digits, 32-21 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. 2 minutes left first half. Clausen's just sneaky good. Attack the rim, Atlantic in the front. Woodward down low. He's got Rice in front of him. Nelson back out to Jewell. Jewell attacks right side. Sawyer Terrell for three, launched it, no good. Hunter Nelson rebound.
Oh, come on.
He had a shot, didn't he?
He had a lane to the
for
bucket.
triple, can't get it. And the rebound off of Nelson, and it's going to be a whistle. A foul's going to be called here. And trying to catch who that is on. They don't do that one like they used to there.
No.
Nelson
they got two hands.
Yeah,
the left hand is the first number, the right hand's the second number.
Nelson will be the free throw shooter for Atlantic, and he can't get it to go. Hunter Nelson 0 for 2 from the line. He has 5 points in the game for the Trojans. 32-21 Harlan lead. 1:37 to play first half. We'll see for the scoreboard. Free throw good. 32-22 Cyclones. Petty back in for Hunter Nelson.
They didn't count it. He was over the line.
So he didn't get that one. Here comes the Cyclones. Still 32-21. McDowell, top of the circle off the screen from Vambala. Pulls up, fires the triple, in and out. Petty hit the deck. He's able to get up in time to get the rebound. Out to Kennick Jewell. Jewell high and left to Petty. Petty dribbles right into Clausen, and he turned it over. Vambala on the move for Harlan. Right side to the freshman. He'll take it in. Bogus layup good. Creed Bogus with the 2:34-21 Cyclones with the lead. Atlantic in the front court. We're under 1 minute to play. Jewell will dribble out top near the ring. 20 on the shot clock. Kennick Jewell was hot in the first half. He had 3 threes, 9 points for Jewell. And he's going to melt it down to 10 on the shot clock. Terrell back to Jewell. He'll swing it left to Petty. He traveled with it. A turnover. with 37 seconds left in the half. And Molly
I'll tell you
will
what,
come
when
in.
he made that pump fake is when his feet slid.
Van Balla will throw it in for Harlan. Bryce Van Balla, 6'1" senior. Now he'll sit. Gabe Arkfield back in for Harlan. Back out top. McDowell will bring it across slowly. 30 seconds, so the shot clock, 30.
They'll probably go for the last one there because it's just pretty close to each other.
There's about a 2-second differential between the game and the shot. 24 seconds to go in the game. First half, 19 on the shot clock. McDowell guarded by Petty. Petty's going to get a foul called here. He's got to keep those hands off. McDowell, top of the circle. Down to 9 seconds. McDowell's got to do something with it for Harlan. He's going to take it inside and foul on Petty. 5 seconds left.
I guess that's something I got to get used to. And the high school went to the college rule that if you're dribbling, you can't get a 5-second count.
Grant Petty with his second foul. Shooting foul for McDowell.
That's 5 fouls. So
free throw by McDowell is up and good. Now it's McDowell with 5 points in the first half. 35-21 Harlan Community. Petty goes out. Here's a free throws by McDowell. It's up and it's good. So McDowell made them both. He's got 6. Atlantic with the ball with 2 seconds. One, Jewell from half court fires. Good! A half court triple. There you go. When you're hot, you're hot, Roger.
Hey, you take anything you can get on that thing. It looked good from the onset. It rolled her in.
Well, that helps a little bit as Jewell was at the half-court line. He just launched a triple there at the buzzer, and that thing rattled home. He has 4 threes in the first half. Kenny Jewell leads Atlantic with 12 points in the first half of play for the Trojans. 36-24, halftime score of the Cyclones with the lead. Our halftime brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel, your home for Godfather's Pizza. We're back right after this.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Is Atlantic head coach Dan Vargason, and also joining us here at halftime is the all-time leading scorer in Atlantic high school basketball. And first of all, let's talk to Peyton here, and congratulations on that record here, Peyton. And what's it feel like to set a mark like that?
Feels great. I knew it was coming, but a huge accomplishment for me and my teammates.
Did you know you were close then? You said you knew it was coming. Did you know you were close to that mark then?
I knew, yeah, kind of. I knew it was close, but not like, I don't know, like today.
Yep, you needed 13, you got 14. Let's talk about your career. I mean, you've been playing since a freshman. You just don't set records like that just stepping on the floor. How much work has gone into this?
Shooting every day, coming into practice with a good mindset, getting things done, and teammates that also come in and help with me.
How do your teammates compliment you? How do they help you?
They just,
You know, we came out of the second half, and it was a good adjustment by Coach. They took you from the inside to the outside. You got some threes. Talk about that adjustment, Peyton.
Yeah, they were leaving Lilo open on the outside, so they moved her in and moved me out and left me open, and yeah, made them.
And you're feeling the three-point shot, and you got a couple of them down and 14 points here tonight. Hey, congratulations. That's quite a milestone here this evening to be the, what's that feel like, to be the all-time leading scorer in Atlantic High School girls basketball history?
Feels good. Feels exciting. Yeah.
Well, best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, Vital.
All right. We'll talk to Atlantic head coach Dan Vargason here next. And Peyton, again, with she knew she was close, and she had 12, and then, of course, hit the double to make it 14. So I'll tell you what, it was an interesting first half. Both defenses were solid, Coach. And you knew Harlan was they were going to block it inside or pile it up inside. Second half, you made a great adjustment. You brought Harder out, and you started getting the three ball. Talk about that.
Yeah, we knew the three wasn't falling for some other people, and Lila's not the most comfortable always shooting three. She can do it, but sometimes just making that adjustment, getting someone more comfortable, and that's what it's about, is getting your players comfortable. And Lila's more comfortable inside. It just made sense. Switch them, get Lila inside, get her moving, get her passing, get Peyton out where she's a little bit more comfortable shooting threes, and just make that adjustment. And then defensively, we just changed some things up as well and got them out of their comfort zone, got out of our press, and just made things tougher because they score 64 a game. And we held them to 40s. So both defenses played well. We just couldn't get the ball through the net the way we wanted to tonight.
Coach, at this point, 9-5 of the season. Let's go back to the Clarinda game, and that was your fourth straight win. Talk about the Cardinals win.
Yeah, again, it was a good first half. Second half got a little bit ugly. They threw some junk defense at us. We weren't ready for it. I didn't have our girls ready to go, and they made us uncomfortable, kind of like what we did to Harlan in the third quarter tonight. But that's part of basketball, is making adjustments, and our girls did a great job adapting to it, figuring it out. And Peyton McLaren made some big scores in that game. And then we made some free throws down the stretch. Katrina Williams, her leadership was huge in that game in the third and fourth quarter. So that was good to get that win. It, again, got us into that win streak and got us some confidence.
Let's go back to the game at hand against Harlan. You fell short, but it was a very competitive game. What do you build off from that game? And you'll see them again at your place.
Yeah, well, the biggest thing was just being able to execute the game plan. We didn't let the people beat us that we hoped wouldn't. We didn't let Schweisso get going last time. I think she killed us from three last year. And then inside, they didn't really just dominate us, and that's something they've been able to do, is get the ball in at will. Early in the game, they were getting transition points. I think they had 16 or 18 points in the first quarter. They were on pace to score 60 or 70 points, and our girls stepped up after the first quarter and tightened down on defense, stopped transition, and we did a much better job rebounding. Our issue tonight was the silly turnovers, and the ball wouldn't go through the net. That was the biggest thing. So it's hard to be frustrated when the ball just won't go through the hoop with the girls. They played their hearts out, and I was really, really proud of the way that we just came out and battled the whole game.
But the second half, you did get a little bit more offense as well. Talk about Red Oak on Tuesday, Coach.
Yeah, that's a game where, we got to be ready to go. They're struggling this season, so it's a game where, we don't take anybody lightly. I don't care what the record is. We got to come out. We got to be ready to go. They're going to want to get in the win column, so we got to come out, play clean basketball, get ourselves back in the win column. Every time we lose, we want to get back on a win streak. That's what it's all about. You lose one, get back in a win streak. Take them seriously, everybody, every single night. It's a conference opponent, so get ourselves ready to go.
Peyton Harder, talk about that record.
Yeah, it's really cool. Haley Rasmussen in my first couple of years breaks the all-time leading score record from Jamie Hoig, and then Peyton Harder tonight breaks that record. And a couple games ago, she passed Catherine Leonard for the all-time leading rebounding. So she's now all-time leading rebounder and scoring, and then she's actually top 5, I think, in steals, assists, and block shots. So she's all over the place in this, and just an impressive player.
No doubt. Coach, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next week at home against Red Oak.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You bet. Dan Vargason, head coach, Atlantic Trojans. And big thanks to Peyton Harder as well, joining us here at our halftime break. And what a career Peyton Harder's had, Roger. And not only does she have the scoring record now, but she also has a rebounding record and several others as well. I mean, just a tremendous career.
Well, she's been out there for 4 years now, and producing every year, and that just it starts to add up. And she's not done yet. She's still got you got what, 8-10 games left?
Yeah. There's still a lot of game left. You're right. And plus the postseason as well. Halftime brought to you by Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service shop in Atlantic and home for great Godfather's Pizza. Back with more halftime coming up.
Just when you think he's Mr. Perfect, he wakes up and proves me wrong. You can't charge a junk battery. Look here, mister. Replace it. I called Atlantic Egg and Auto, gave them make and model, and they have a new battery waiting at the counter. Go. Go now. Here's a Mr. Pibb and peanut M&Ms to tide you over so you don't have to make any stops. Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest retail stores. Your go-to for batteries, parts, and sometimes fixing relationship and his hunger problems.
Here at the halftime break, Atlantic, Roger Moore, they were able to squeeze that lead at 22-18, or 20-18 rather, and with some three balls, Kenny Jewell just got red hot.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got 4 threes. The last one, you throw it up and it goes in, it still counts. You got a 12-point game now. They let it stretch out a little bit too far. They had to cut down to 2, and, right now it's just one of those things that, as a coach, you're saying, okay, this game's got to be less than 5 when we start the fourth quarter. So you just got to keep pecking away at it. And that's one thing that's different. Nowadays, the 3-ball can catch you up in a hurry. And that's just one of those things.
All right, here at halftime, and we'll
okay. Yeah, it's just we're sitting here trying to get ready for the halftime. I think the Trojans themselves just keep playing hard. I mean, this is the best I've seen them play. And those easy buckets, those easy drives are the ones that they need to take care of. I know Harlan's going to throw up the 3, but that's one of those things. So we're working on Tom getting back online. You guys out there listening to it online can hear me. We got 25 seconds before we start the second half. I believe the Trojans are going to start out with the same starting 5 that they had. Same thing with the Harlan Cyclones. Harlan will start out with the basketball. And, good first possession for the Trojans. Get a stop, come down, put one in the hole, and just start the trend. So the game's been well officiated. Both teams are battling, but they're letting them play. So just getting ready to start here for the second half. Cyclones will have the basketball. Trying to get a view out here. We'll see what the score or what the Trojans are going to come out in the defense. I believe they're going to start out a man-to-man. I'm not as good as Tom when it comes to that's the thing you can't have right now. You just you can't have those guys make those easy buckets.
And I believe we're back here, and yes, we are. And Atlantic with the basketball as they start off on the left wing with Hudson McLaren. Cyclones got a bucket. They lead 38-24 here. And the pass out top to Hudson McLaren. Right wing to Kennick Jewell. Jewell drive out to Hudson. Now left side Gavin. He'll fire the triple off the heel. No good. Molly with the rebound.
Oh, Selden was standing out of bounds.
Yeah, he stepped out of bounds.
I'll tell you what. You've had a lot of years at this. It's tough to call play-by-play if you're not used to it.
You were doing fine.
Yep.
So Atlantic back on the defensive end. Gabe Arkfeld to the ball. He'll work at left wing to Dallas McDowell. McDowell back out top. Gabe Arkfeld loses the ball, gets it back, and we've got a whistle and a reach and foul call to the Trojans. Well, we're just underway here in this third quarter. And here we go. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we're good.
I was muted, Roger Warren, and I reset the whole thing. Joseph Rice, short jumper, got it to go.
I'll tell you what, he played good defense. That's just a good shot.
Joseph Rice with a bucket for Harlan Community. Atlantic in the front court. They're down 40-24 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Out top to Kennick Jewell. Now over to Hudson McLaren. Back out top to Jewell. Jewell with the ball into Gab McLaren. Layup, no, and a foul call.
That time he took it up strong.
On Joseph Rice.
Made good body contact.
So the ball out to Gavin will shoot a pair. First free throw is coming up in the air, and it is no good.
Got to be a little more gentle on that rim.
6:34 to play here in the first half. 40, or in the third quarter, 40-24. Cyclones open up a pretty good sized lead here. McLaren rattles that one out. Couldn't make him.
That was about halfway down.
Here comes Clausen with it and overshoots baseline.
Yep, Shelton got a piece of it.
So Harlan will keep the ball out of bounds near sideline. 6:28 to go, third quarter. Harlan will throw it in. Clausen takes it, dribbles in, shot off the glass, and good. An awkward shot.
That was an awkward shot, but under control.
He has 13 for the game. McDowell with 13 as well. Atlantic with the ball in the front court. Down 42-24. About 18-point. That's the largest lead for Harlan. Trojans turn it over. Coach Franken wants to call a timeout. And we'll take it with them. Atlantic. Boy, they kept it close early, but Harlan comes out here in the second half and goes on a run here, Roger Warren.
Yeah, that extended that baby out.
We're back right after this.
At Seed Pros, our mission is to be your business partner every day of every season.
Pioneer Hybrid International was founded in Iowa back in 1926 and is still American today. Not many other seed providers can make that claim.
We partner with you to continually push the limits by combining elite seed genetics, local infield knowledge, along with customer service second to none.
We are with you from the word go. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knutson, or John Becker to partner with a team that puts your business needs first.
And Roger Warren as the Cyclones open up a 42-24 lead here in this third quarter. Clausen hit two, Dallas McDowell a pair, and Joseph Rice getting a bucket too. Rice now with 5 points. Clausen 13, McDowell 13. Artfeld with 5 and Rice with 5 for the Cyclones. Also Cotton Schneider had the 3-ball, and also the freshman Bogus had a couple of points in that first half. Cyclones front court possession, travel called on Harlan. 5:56 to play here in this third quarter. Atlantic with the basketball. Down 42-24. Kenny Jewell, he had 12 points in the first half, all 3-point shots. He had that half-court 3. You could see that one's going to go in. Hudson McLaren left wing to Hunter Nelson. Back out to Hudson. He'll lob it a baseline to Gavin McLaren. Into Malia. He'll lay it up. No good.
Oh, got it tipped.
Rice got a hand on it.
Yep.
And Joseph Rice will bring it across a half-court line. Weston Rice to McDowell. Dowell driving. Free throw line out to Gabe Arkfeld. To Clausen high and left. Clausen near side. To Dallas McDowell, top of the circle. 16 of the shot clock. Harlan patient. Into Joseph Rice. Lose the handle. Triple team. Gets it out traffic to Arkfeld. Short runner. It is no good. And Gab McLaren pulls that one down. Rebound with authority. 5 minutes left, third. Hudson McLaren high and right. Back out top to Kinnick. He's on the move. Runner no. Foul called on Harlan. 4:58 to go, third quarter. Cyclones with the foul. 42-24 Harlan. Kinnick. Jewell will shoot a pair for Atlantic.
Yeah, the Trojans haven't scored in the first 3 minutes. You got to see if there's a lid on that end of the bucket.
And we'll see if he can break the lid.
There we go.
Kinnick breaks the lid for the Trojans. 13 for Kinnick Jewell. Averaging 11 coming in. Second free throw is good. He made them both. 14 for Jewell with 4 3-pointers. 42-26, Cyclones with the lead in the basketball. Out top, Gabe Arkfeld guarded by Nelson, and a steal by Hudson McLaren. He's going to take it out to Hunter Nelson. Now to Molly and threw it behind him. Atlantic had numbers.
Yeah.
McDowell runs it down for Harlan.
Take care of it just a little better than that.
Clausen left baseline drive, and he kicked out of bounds. He's going to call a foul on Atlantic, I believe. There.
Nope. Ball kicked off the foot, went out. Harlan's basketball.
So foul call on the Trojans, a blocking foul. And that's going to be the first foul on Molia. So they did call a blocking foul. The ball did go out of bounds as well. And Clausen for three, and he rounded home for Harlan. He went left baseline and knocked it down. 45-26, Harlan, a turnover Atlantic. Cyclones back to the front court, and oh man, and a blocking foul called on Gage Gross. Looked like he had his feet set, and he got run over.
He did. He was out of position. He just he hadn't squared up yet, and the kid was coming down the lane. He just took the brunt of it, though.
Here's the inbounds for McDowell. Left baseline, back into Joseph Rice. Steal by Woodward for Atlantic.
Pick.
Here's Kennick Jewell on the drive for the Trojans at the top of the circle. They'll leave it left for Gross. Back to Kennick at the top. A long bomb short. Rebound pulled down by Hudson McLaren. Woodward, McLaren set up three, no. Joseph Rice board for Atlantic. Kick out to Dallas McDowell. Here comes Harlan. Cyclones up 45-26. McDowell for three, no. Gets it back, pull up Jay from short range, no. Rebound Clausen, and he can't get it away.
They stripped it.
And Molia will not get a Molia foul.
Yep.
Trojans just not getting a body on people, and Cyclones just had try after try that possession. So it's going to be free throws here.
Other than Mr. Woodard up there.
Yeah.
All the Harlan bodies are pretty thick.
Free throw Clausen good. 46-26. Cyclones up by 20 points. Clausen starting to get his points. He has 14. Second free throw money. 15 for Clausen. Atlantic will have the ball out of bounds in the backcourt. 3:39 to go, third quarter. Kenny Jewell brings it across for the Trojans. Top of the circle. Out top, Hudson McLaren skip past to Gage Gross. Gage baseline, he's fouled by Van Balla. Bryce Van Balla down the game with a foul for Harlan. So a throw in by the Trojans. Underneath the Gavin McLaren, he puts up a shot, fouled. Gavin's been quiet here this second half. Atlantic with just 2 points in this third quarter. And 3:25 to go. Harlan's tightened the screws of the defense. Gavin McLaren will shoot. First one up and good. Gavin 1 for 3 at the line. He has 4 points in the game for Atlantic. 47-27, missed the free throw. Rebound Woodward. He didn't want to put it back up. Back to Gavin. He'll take it down in. Layup good.
That was with authority.
46-29, Cyclones. Harlan in the front court. They'll go down low. McDowell, easy layup good.
Kennick got it out of his hand, but it came right back to him, and he put it up.
48-29, McDowell with 15. Atlantic in the front court with the Kennick Jewell left side of Gage Gross. He'll launch the triple. He's not afraid. He'll knock it down.
You bet.
How about that sophomore, Gage Gross? 48-32, Cyclones in the front court. 2:47 to play here in this third quarter. Clausen into Rice, foul on McLaren. Gavin playing tight behind him.
He's been playing, they've been battling the whole night. Gavin just left that arm in behind when he went around him.
So Rice will shoot free throws for Harlan Community with 2:43 to play, 49-32 in the third quarter. Rice free throw is off the back iron, no good. Rice here in the ball game with 5 points. And Joseph Rice averaging 12.7. Free throw was missed. He missed them both. Rebound McLaren for Atlantic. They'll bring it to the front court out top. Gage Gross, Hudson, Kennick, left wing. Kennick back out to Gross, high and right. McLaren.
Keep working.
Gavin McLaren, they threw it over to Kennick. Almost threw it away. Kennick baseline, Gage Gross. Gross drives, stops, pops, no. Rebound comes off to the Cyclones. Van Balla, foul called on Woodward.
They'll shoot a pair. He couldn't get stopped.
No, he wouldn't. He was playing. It was an aggressive foul.
Yes, it was.
2:18 to go here in this third, and Van Bala will shoot free throws for Harlan Community. He led 36-24 at the halftime break. Van Bala's free throw is good. His first points of the game, Van Bala moves the score to 49-32. Second free throw coming up for the senior, averaging about 1 point a game. He's now 4 for 10 shooting free throws. He missed that one. Atlantic with the rebound, and we've got a whistle. Foul called on Clausen with 2:14 to go here, third quarter.
Mr. Osborne didn't like that one. But, you know, the other thing is if you don't call that foul and he trips and he travels, now what?
So Gross will shoot 2 because each team with 5. Free throw good by Gage Gross off the bench. And he has 4 points for Atlantic. 50-33 Cyclones. Second free throw is good. 50-34 Harlan Community. Still third quarter. We're down about 2:09 to go in the third. Clausen top of the circle for Harlan. Guarded by Hudson McLaren at the top. Trying to find a cutter. Finds baseline Clausen for 3. Ooh, can't get it to go. Rice rebound. Putback is missed. And underneath Snyder gets the bucket. Just too many offensive rebounds for Harlan.
Oh, yeah.
52-34. Cyclones. And a whistle, a travel, and Gage Gross. Turnover Atlantic. Matt Petty on the bench. Kennick Jewell, Molia, and Woodward. Hudson McLaren in there with Sawyer Terrell, Gage Gross, Hunter Nelson, Gab McLaren. Pass ahead of Van Bala. McDowell down low, wide open. Clausen layup good.
Good find.
54-34, Harlan by 20. 1 minute, 20 seconds to go. Third, Hudson McLaren into Gavin. He'll split the defense, lays it up, no good. Clausen rebound, Harlan running. Clausen down the paint, he'll pull up, put it up, no. And a foul call to Gavin McLaren on the rebound. That'll put Clausen on the free throw line. Atlantic over 5 fouls here in this third quarter. We're going to see Connor Johnson come in for the Trojans here in a moment. And Clausen will shoot. Kobe Clausen with 17, make it 18. He's 3 for 3 from the stripe. He had 11 points in the first half. He's got a 3-point shot in the second. 10 second half points. And the free throw by Clausen, good. Boy. He's having himself a night for Harlan Community.
Yes, he is.
Clausen entered the game averaging 13. And he has 18 points, or excuse me. He comes out for a break. I've got him here 11 in the first half, 14, 18. I've got him for 22. Atlantic in the front court with the ball. They're down 56-34. Baseline. Hunter Nelson, he'll drive in. Shot of a Rice. Good.
Nice kiss off the glass.
Hunter Nelson with a baseline drive and a bucket. 56-36 or 58-30. 56-36 Harlan. They'll go down low to Rice. Rice will take it in and no good. Gets his own board, puts it up and in. Joseph Rice, 58-36 Harlan. Gross. Johnson back to Gross, and he has the ball stolen away by Weston Rice. Pass ahead to McDowell. He'll lay it up, and a foul called on Sawyer Terrell. 22 seconds to go third. He's getting a little wild now, Roger. A little quicker pace.
A little quicker. Sawyer made the foul, but one thing I liked about the foul was the ball never went up in the air.
Yeah. So free throws coming up for Dallas McDowell. He makes the first. McDowell is a perfect 3 for 3 from the line. He has 19 points. He had 11 in the first half. Second free throw coming up, and it's good. McDowell with 19 in the ball game. Now 20. But the basketball is Gage Gross. Between the rings, off the screen from Sawyer Terrell. Over to Connor Johnson. The ball is almost thrown away. Johnson drives. Wild shot. Good. Connor Johnson, a runner, gets it to go.
My bad.
And that's going to be it here in the third quarter as time runs out. But Harlan leads 60-38 over the Trojans. Fourth quarter coming up. We're back right after this.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
First Windy Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
WesternIowaToday.com.
Welcome back. The Trojans and the Cyclones go to fourth quarter, 60-38. Harlan Community, Grant Petty back in. He'll throw it in for the Trojans. So Petty playing with 4 fouls, 2 points. Hudson McLaren across the half-court line. Right side of Petty. Petty holds the ball back out top to Hudson. Swings it left to Molia. Back to Hudson, top of the circle. Molia, Atlantic moving the ball a little better here on this possession. A 2-3 zone put on by the Cyclones. Kenny Jewell into McLaren. A steal by Weston Rice for Harlan Community. Bounce ahead to Schneider. Low block Rice. Schneider guarded by Molia. Atlantic in a man defense. Weston Rice to McDowell, top of the circle. Just underway here, fourth quarter. Weston Rice, backdoor, can't get it. Molia skies for the board. Kick out for Kennick Jewell. He'll bring it to the front court. Kennick, free throw line over to Grant Petty, throws it away. McDowell with the steal. He'll bring it ahead. Schneider baseline, back to McDowell, open for 3. He'll launch. Good. And McDowell now with 23 points for Harlan. Trojan to the front court. Petty, 63-38 the score. Atlantic turns it over. Weston Rice layup is good. Timeout called by Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken. 65-38. We'll take it with them. Back in a minute.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Well, Roger.
Well, I'll tell you what drives the coach nuts is Petty made a weak, I'll say it was a weak pass to Kinnick. The guy picked it off easy, and he went down and made a layup. You know, you got to hustle all the time. You might be getting your butt kicked, but I'll tell you what, you got to keep hustling.
Hudson McLaren left baseline. Back out to Grant Petty. Petty will swing it right side to Hunter Nelson. Baseline Petty. Sophomore back out top to Nelson. And the ball almost, the slapping foul called to McDowell. He reached around. That's going to be the first foul on Harlan.
Yeah, that's the first foul this quarter. We had almost 12 or 13 total fouls in the last quarter.
Yeah. Petty inbounds to Hudson at top of the circle. Back to Petty, high and right. Petty, skip pass. Nelson, Gavin. Hunter Nelson left wing. Boy, Cyclones play a tough D. Grant Petty baseline. Hudson McLaren tried to drive, cut off by Schneider. Now into Gavin. Gavin against Rice, shot up, good, and it won. Gavin won that battle.
He got that one. That was a little more patience on Gavin's part, too.
Gavin
got him set up and went up.
You mentioned that Gavin and Rice have been going at it. Two big guys, two tough guys inside, and Gavin gets the and one, and his free throw is pushed in. Good job by Gavin McLaren. 65-41. Cyclones on the Seed Pros scoreboard.
Yep.
Travel to call it on Weston Rice. Clausen with 19 here in the game. 23 for Dallas McDowell. For Harlan lead the way. They have 65 points. 5:55 to play. Atlantic in the front court of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Gavin feeds Malya. Right baseline Petty. He'll launch the three short. Irons out. Rebound Weston Rice on the move. The front for Harlan. Clausen finds a seam, slithers in, lays it up, no foul, Petty, and that'll be it for Grant. That'll be 5 for Grant Petty, I believe.
Actually, they got it on Nelson.
Oh, Nelson. Well, Grant, I thought he got the. That's good to see.
Yeah.
Clausen's free throw good. Clausen now with 20 here in the ball game. Second free throw coming up. 66-41. And Clausen's free throw is off the back iron. And Malya runs it down. Nice hustle by Malya. He did travel, but good hustle.
Great hustle. Just
so Clausen with the 20 points. 23. Here's Rice underneath layup. Good. Good feed. Joseph Rice with the bucket. McDowell with 23. 68-41 Cyclones. Left side Nelson, baseline Gavin driving. McLaren shot blocked, but a foul called on Joseph Rice with 5:18 to go here in the game on the Seed Pros scoreboard. So Gavin McLaren will shoot. Gavin had a 3-point shot in the first half. Second half he has 6 points and missed a free throw.
Ouch.
Gavin with 9 points in the game. Second free throw coming up for the junior. Big lead for Harlan. They broke away in the second half. It's 36-24. There's a free throw good. 68-42. Harlan front court with the basketball in a big lead. Worked the ball left wing. Clausen taken away by Grant Petty, but picked up outside. McDowell for three, can't get it. Rebound Clausen, his putback is no good. And Nelson comes up with it for Atlantic. We're down to 4:50 to play in the game. 68-42 Harlan. Petty out top, Hudson McLaren left side of Nelson. Baseline Gavin, set shot three, good. 68-45 Cyclones. 12 for Gavin McLaren, or 13, excuse me, for Gavin. Baseline Clausen for Harlan. Dumps it low to Joseph Rice, and out top to McDowell. He'll take it to the rim, lays it up and in. He draws the foul. So McDowell gets the and one. He is 25. And the free throw coming up. 70-46 Harlan. Free throw is good. 26. Now for McDowell. 70-45, I should say. Atlantic in the front. McLaren for three, can't get it to go. Malya with the rebound for Atlantic. Trojans have the possession back. Petty, Hudson McLaren. Hunter Nelson for three, off the mark. Rebound ripped down by Clausen. Kobe Clausen with 20 takes it inside, and Malya with a steal. Malya on the run. He's going to take it all the way inside. Layup is good. And that's Malya's first two of the game.
I was going to say.
70-47 Cyclones, the Seed Pros. 3:45 to play. Clausen over McDowell. Atlantic in a man-to-man defense. Now the freshman back in, Bogus. Baseline, McDowell, he'll drive. And a foul called to Hudson McLaren. He was draped all over him down the baseline.
Well, once he got around him, he knew he was going right to the hole.
Well,
to help
yeah,
him.
and then fouls to give,
Have
too.
fouls to give.
3:35 to play in the fourth quarter. Cyclones up big. The inbound is coming up. Out to Joseph Rice, high post. He'll take it inside. He ran right into Gavin McLaren. And it's just a turnover. There was not much contact. Gavin.
No. You know what? Yeah. It should have been just Harlan's ball and a mess. Because I don't think he even contacted Gavin before he went down. Because they were both going down at the same time.
3:32 to play. 71-47. Hudson high and right to Grant Petty. He'll kick it out top to Hunter Nelson. Back to Petty, right wing. He'll launch the three. No
He's
good.
Exactly
he traveled with it.
Caught it. Hop stepped. Shot the three.
Petty out. Woodward in for the Trojans. Cotton Snyder in for the Cyclones, a 6'1" sophomore. He's seen quite a bit of playing time tonight for Harlan Community. 3:20 to go in the game. 71-47 Harlan. McDowell, the Schneider left baseline. He'll kick it out top to freshman Bogus. Back out to Gabe Arkfield. Arkfield on the near side of McDowell. McDowell swings it right to the freshman Bogus. Now into Van Baal. He'll kick it out top to Schneider. Set shot three is no good. And the rebound to Gavin McLaren. Good hustle by Gavin. Right side pass to Hudson. He'll clear the half-court line on the bounce. Trojans front court down big, 71-47. Baseline Molia. Back out left side to Hunter Nelson into Woodward. Baseline Hudson. Step back three for the baseline. Good.
Good shot.
Hudson McLaren with the triple.
Good find by Woodward.
70-50. Cyclones front court possession. 2:29 to play. Schneider, top of the circle. To Gabe Arkfeld, right wing drive. Baseline. Vambala for three. Can't get it. And Molia with a rebound for Atlantic. 2:16 to play. Hunter Nelson left wing. Trojans possession front court. Nelson beyond the arc. Back to Gavin. Top of the circle. He'll slide in. Shot good. Nope, not going to count. Bodies flew like bowling pins right down the alley. Gavin ran into two and everybody hit the deck. Player control foul on Gavin. 2:02 to play.
That's five.
Yeah, that's five on Gavin. Here comes Sawyer Terrell in. So Gavin will be retired for the night with 13 points, his average per game. Cyclones with the basketball, under 2 to play. McDowell, stolen by Hudson McLaren. Hudson high and left for Atlantic, and a foul called on McDowell.
He tried to turn the favor.
Yeah, and McDowell got caught. Hudson will shoot a pair. That's 5 on Harlan here in the fourth quarter.
We had a lot of fouls in a hurry because we talked about it. It was 0-0 for a while.
Hudson's free throw was good. Got the roll. 6 points for Hudson McLaren for Atlantic. And second free throw coming up for this. Got it. Junior gets them both. 71-52. Out comes Nelson. Connor Johnson back in for Atlantic. McDowell with the basketball with 1:48 to play. He'll bring it across the half-court line. Got it by Sawyer Terrell. He works off the screen from Vembala. Goes baseline to Gabe Arkfield. Kick out top Schneider. Schneider dribble drive down the right side. Stolen by Connor Johnson for Atlantic. He's on the move. Johnson, Nolia down the paint. And he runs right over Vembala. Molia with the foul. Player control foul. He had the basketball. And here comes Clausen back in for Gabe Arkfield. 71-52 Harlan. Soma will come in. The outstanding defensive player for Harlan Community and football. Soma's got some Atlantic connections as well. And he's the nephew of Mike and John Bishop.
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
Sister
is
Sue.
Is that Sue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Harlan basketball, the reach and foul on Molia, or travel, one of the two.
Yep.
Well, it was close early on, 2016 after one quarter. And then at the halftime break, 36-24, then Harlan broke away in that third quarter, 60-38. They lead 71-52 here. Pass to Woodward out top to Hudson. He'll fire the triple. No good. Van Bala rebounds for Harlan. We're under 60 seconds to go. Clausen. Bogus. Back to Clausen. Timeout, Mitch Osborne. He's got a full timeout, I believe, and we'll take it with him.
That's what he's doing.
Back right after these.
At Synchros, our mission is to be your business partner every day of every season.
Pioneer Hybrid International was founded in Iowa back in...
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Want your back at the shop? We talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Basketball game and the girls game. The Harlan girls topped Atlantic, and the boys are going to win this one up 71-52. And the basketball belongs to the Cyclones. They've got some new guys in, and Jake Wagaman will throw it in. And he gets into Schneider in the backcourt. Schneider across the timeline. We're also going to see maybe Cade Nelson if time allows. Cyclones work the ball at the top of the circle. 14-second shot clock. Weston Rice out top to Soma. Over to Bogus, baseline to Schneider, back out top. To Einison. Deep three by the freshman Bogus, no good. Rebound Atlantic, 22 seconds left. Hudson McLaren high and right for the Trojans. Terrell.
They let that one go.
Here's a backdoor pass to Woodward. Underneath, shot up, no good. Rebound loose. Harlan gets it. We're down to 5. We're down to 4. We're down to 3, 2, and that's going to be it. 71. Harlan. 52 Atlantic. Here in Harlan tonight, there's the Cyclones. Even their record now at 5-5 of the year. 2-3 at home. And 3-3. I don't know if this counts a conference or not. One of them does every year.
I understand. So. It's kind of a goofy thing.
Yeah. Well, our postgame coming up here. Final Cyclones 71, Atlantic 52. The boys, we're back right after this. Our postgame brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Welcome back to Harlan. Tom Robinson, Roger Warren. His Cyclones put up 71 points unofficially. Dallas McDowell at Harlan with 26. And Kobe Clausen with 20. We're going to double check those numbers. 9 for Joseph Rice here in the ball game. 5 each for Gabe Arkfeld and Cotton Schneider. And 2 each for Creed Bogus, the freshman, and Weston Rice for the Cyclones here in the ball game. It was close early. Atlantic, they got the first 3-point shot. They trailed 2-0, and then they got a 3 ball to make it a 3-3 game. Cyclones led 5-3. It was 7-6 at one point. They open up a 2016 first quarter lead. 36-24 the halftime break. And 60-38 after 3, and then they close it out 70-47.
Right. I tell you what, Tom, perception-wise, this is the best Atlantic's played. the Trojans, I believe. They've hustled, got some shots to go. They let the third period kind of slip away from them and make that gap, almost unsurmountable. But, they got to see them again and at home. And I believe it's going to be a whole lot closer game. Harlan's got a good ball club. They got a lot of three-point shooters, a lot of guys that can handle a basketball. But I thought the Trojans played really well.
Looking at the scoring, Roger, and two players in double figures for Atlantic. Kennick Jewell, what a first half he had with the 4 3-pointers. Hit up with 14 points. Gavin McLaren had 13 for Atlantic. And Hunter Nelson had, I believe Hunter had 6 points the first half. He had 8. We'll double check that. And also Gage Gross had the 3-ball. He had 5 points. Gage off the bench the second half.
Yep.
Connor Johnson had a pair for Atlantic as well. Score 71-52. We'll be back with more here at post-game shows. Brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors are caring for neighbors.
Is KSWI Atlantic a proud part of
At Outfitters Plus in Atlantic, you'll find all the latest in custom apparel and headwear. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports teams, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where'd you get that?" Don't forget, Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Stop by today.
Recount is 7 points for Hudson McLaren. He had 2 in the first half, and the second half he had that 3-ball, and he was 2 for 2 from the line. So 7 for McLaren. That's 21-23, and he had 13 for Gavin, 36, and 44, 49, and getting close to that 52 there. Yeah, I'm up for Atlantic. And you mentioned Atlantic played maybe as good as you've seen him play. Again. Defensively, though, they did allow 71 points. Their defense has been pretty solid.
Right.
But, the hustle was there. They're getting some shooting. That's one thing that Atlantic was, they had 6 3-point makes in the first half. They had 3 more, so you're right. They had 9 3-point shots tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, that's as many as we've seen all year.
Right. I mean, shooting well. I thought, they were moving the basketball well, just playing hard. It looked to me, just a little better basketball for them.
Once again, the final, Atlantic falling short in the girls' game to the Cyclones, and the boys 71, Atlantic 52 here tonight. So we're going to sign her off. Atlantic wrestlers in action tomorrow at Marion, and we'll have those.
Wow,
results.
that's a drive.
Well, they were driving
tonight.
here this afternoon. They're going to stay overnight, and they'll wrestle tomorrow. So we'll have those results coming up. Atlantic archery tournament tomorrow at home. And their first home, I believe, and we'll have results as well coming up from Atlantic Archery. A swim team in action. Atlantic girls wrestling team off tomorrow. Our next coverage will be on Tuesday. We'll have the Atlantic Red Oak girl boy doubleheader in Atlantic. Pregame starting at 5:45 with the tip-off at 6 for the girls. Then on Thursday night, we're going to have wrestling coverage. Glenwood and Clarinda come to town, and the girls wrestling and boys wrestling in Atlantic, and we'll have coverage of that coming up as well on Thursday night. Friday, we've got the John J. Harris Wrestling Tournament. It'll be Chris Varney and Cody Weaver. They'll be in Corning for that, in the Activity Center. And that'll be starting about 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon with coverage reports from Corning. And that'll conclude on Saturday with the finals, and they'll be live play-by-play from the Activity Center as well. So that's what we have coming up here next week on KS95 anyway, Roger Warren. So, hey, thanks a bunch, Roger. Great job on the film here tonight. Appreciate you. And that'll do it for the broadcast. Also, big thanks to Michael Sheriff, who was monitoring everything here this evening as well. Appreciate him. Thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend, everybody.
classic rock station is KSWI Atlantic, a proud part of Meredith Communications. KS 95.7.
Somewhere lurking in the dark shadows is a radio host who doesn't suck, even though he's always been a bit of a freak. But he does think you're worthy of listening to his show. Crank up the most talented man whose eye makeup is better than yours. The king of your kind. It's Alice's Attic with Alice Cooper.
Welcome back to the creepiest radio show in the universe. Alice's Attic. Instead of a normal radio studio, we operate out of a goblin-built labyrinth of fear. There